Good afternoon, Yankee fans. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday afternoon. Joe Mania here with your big program with live Yankee baseball and a live a pregame right now before the game, and we're going to be doing the game for you today. Thank you this morning to everybody that was on the chat. Thank you so much for waking up with coffee, bagels, and Yankee talk. Already, I want to say hello to Jonathan in the chat. Thank you, Jonathan, for the breaking of the news of Clark Smith being scratched today for a little pain on his side. Ryan Yarborough will be pitching for the Yankees today. So let's see how it goes. Sort of like a bullpen game now for the Yankees. Tampa Bay is well known with that when they were doing that a lot. So thanks a lot, Jonathan, for your good work. CT Cards, how you doing? As always, thanks so much for rah-rahing us. Deb Finch, how you doing? Hope all is well, and I hope everybody will enjoy the game. We will have a few surprises coming up. A little bit later, we're hoping to be joined by Ken, the Ugly Truth will be here. Hey, Real Bill, how you doing? As the game starts, everyone, let me know your feeling. Let me know, do you feel confident about Yarborough and all? And let's see what goes on. But let's go with the lineup. So far as we see it, Clay Bellinger, a little surprise, will be playing center field and leading off. Aaron Judge will be in right field batting second. Ben Rice will be batting third and playing first base. Paul Goldschmidt, my boy, is DHing today and batting fifth. Austin Wells will be catching. Anthony Chicken Palm Volpe will be at shortstop. Jason Dominguez will be in left field. Oswaldo Cabrera will be batting eighth at third base. And Jabba Vivas is batting ninth at second base. And, of course, Yarborough will be pitching. He's been a great serviceable pitcher this year, everyone. He does have a 4.71 ERA, but he's pitched a lot better than that. He has 16 Ks, 16 Ks in 15 and a third innings. So we should have a serviceable outing from Yarborough. First of all, everyone, please press the like button, the smash button. Definitely subscribe so you don't miss anything like something like today as far as a live broadcast. It's very, very important. We're getting closer. We did get one or two new subscribers this morning. So we're inching that so close to getting to 100 so that this nice little gift card will be going into one of you in the chats, hopefully very, very soon. And if you don't know, the contest, we're going to be giving away a $25 gift certificate to Amazon for the first person that gets a trivia question right. That's in our chat, and you must be a subscriber, and definitely you will definitely have a chance to answer the trivia question. So sitting and waiting patiently is our co-host for today. We have Ken, the Ugly Truth, who's going to be calling some of the action with us. So I'm going to bring in Ken. And Ken, how are you today?
Morning, Joe. Not bad. How about yourself?
Okay, not too bad. And I don't know. I don't know if you had a chance to hear this morning and everything that was going on in Yankee land. But what are your feelings about Yarborough? Are you confident? Obviously, it's going to be a bullpen day for the Yankees. What are your feelings? Before you answer, I just want to say hello to John the Beagle Dad. Thank you for joining us and everybody in the chat. Chat amongst with us, with everyone, everybody. Have a good time. That's what we're here for today. Go at it, Ken.
Well, Yarborough has been a long guy out of our pen. So you can anticipate that he is going to go two, probably three innings. Clark Schmidt, if he's not feeling up to par, then certainly don't put him on the bump because it can't be too serious because they're talking about him making a start on
Tuesday.
So that being said, the long and short is we need him at his best, and if it's waiting until Tuesday, so be it.
Oh yeah, no, I have no problem with that at all. Like I said, Yarborough has pitched very well for us. He's deserving of the start, and let's see how he does. I would think I don't know. I didn't hear, but I would think he's probably got about 50 or 60 pitches in him, if that much. 50, I think for sure. Hopefully, he'll make it at 50 pitches, and then I'm sure the rest of the crack staff there in the bullpen will come in and help. So I'm looking for a big day, Ken. I'm going with today, Clay Bellinger. I think today he's going to get off the schneid a little bit. I think he's gonna have a nice.
How the hell is Clay Bellinger going to get off the snide? He's
Oh,
retired.
you know what I mean, Cody Bellinger. I say that all the time. Can't
Okay.
help it. I mean, yeah, they're both. Listen, they're both at this. They're both Bellingers. No, you're right. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, Cody. I mean, you haven't been doing that well, so maybe I should keep calling you Clay. And maybe if I call you Cody, maybe you'll get a base hit once in a while. Just kidding. Just kidding. Anyway, so again, how is everybody? Thank you again for coming on this morning. Awesome. It was a very, very nice get together. Oh, well, we got John Ferrazzo here. Yankee fans, today is Derby Day. A good hunch bet is a horse named Sandman. Do you remember him? He is 6-1 morning line and could bring you a profit. Well, listen to John over here. Go get him, John. Everybody, if you like the Sandman in the Derby, then I suggest you maybe go for it. What do you think, Ken? Are you a race fan?
I don't know jack about horses other than the head and the tail. My wife, on the other hand, is completely different.
Dev Finch says, Ken and Joe done fight, brother. All right. Now you guys are great. We're in a commercial break, and pretty soon we're going to be going to the first pitch. Ken, would you like to start off the game? Do you want me to start off the game? How would you like to do it?
Whichever you feel comfortable with. I can do the lead in. If you want to do it, that's great. Okay, I'm here to support. Oh, by the way,
yeah,
the Ugly Truth picked up another subscriber, so we're now at 84 subscribers.
That's awesome. We are at 92, I believe. I believe one came this morning. Thank you so much, and hopefully we get to that magic 100. Both streams get to the magic 100 right away. It would be great. Real Bills has a comment. Let's bring that up. I'm on the road to Louisville as we chat. I'm getting ready to stop and eat in a few. Awesome. Okay, Real Bill. Well, hopefully you'll be on with the Yankee home run.
If you're stopping in Louisville, are you stopping for barbecue? What are you getting?
Okay. Awesome. Dev Finch says, hey, Joe.
But today's game, we can lock down a series win again. Our bullpen is certainly fortified. I anticipate that we're going to see Fernando Cruz come out for several frames in today's game. I feel more confident in this bullpen game than I did with Clark Schmidt going to the bump. The
I just
the
want to let
day
you know.
the
I
day
just want to let you know, Ken. You are coming in clear, or there's just a little choppiness on your voice, just a little. It's a little choppy. Other than that, it sounds fine.
Okay.
You talk. I don't know, but I think he's frozen. Let me bring him down so we get it right. Okay.
I'm not frozen. I was just checking on my speed test and my internet settings, and my speed test is beyond good. So
Okay. All right.
not sure why there's choppiness in the voice.
Yeah, it's just a little bit, but it's okay. I mean, we could definitely deal with it. How about we do something a little different, Ken? How about we do the top? Well, we go back and forth, top of the first, bottom of the first, and instead of doing one full inning, how do you feel about that?
Well, if you do it that way, then somebody's going to be calling all the Yankee at bats, and the other person's going to be calling all the Ray at bats.
Okay. Well, being the fact that you're the road team. No, okay. All right. Let's all right, we'll do it. We'll do it the old fashioned way. All right, you
All
know
right,
what?
they got Yarborough's numbers up. He's uh, throwing a mid 80s fastball, so a lot of movement. He attacks the strike zone and has a lot of deception.
Okay.
And he is a left-handed player and former Ray. You gonna call it, or am I calling?
No, go ahead, Ken. It's your go
All right.
ahead. You do the top.
Yarborough's ready. Diaz is up to bat, and the first pitch is in for a strike. A nice 82-mile-an-hour cutter. On the season, Yandy Diaz is 248 with 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a 701 OPS. Yarborough sets, and he fires a second pitch. Looked good to me, but it's called ball one, so the count is even at 1-1. It's looking like the Yankees are going to try to get 65 pitches out of Yarborough today. Yarborough sets and he fires a changeup down low for ball 2. Count is now 2-1. We're in the top of the first, just starting out. For those that didn't even know, Clark Schmidt was scratched from the start today, and we're going with the bullpen. Yarborough sets and he fires another pitch, an 82-mile-an-hour cutter up high for ball 3. The count is now 3-1. Yarborough sets and he fires the ball up high. Looked good to me in the strike zone, but the umpire didn't call it. So Diaz is heading first for the leadoff walk. And as you know, we say that free passes and walks tend to hurt the Yankees a lot.
Yep.
Christopher Morel is coming up to bat. He's hitting 222 on the season. Morel, if you didn't know, has the highest strikeout rate in baseball. Morel is hitting 227 with 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, and a 704 OPS. And the first pitch is in, and it's outside for ball 1. For those that didn't know, Morel was a highly touted prospect from the Cubs and was traded this offseason for Isaac Paredes, one of the people that the Yankees were looking for last year at the trade deadline. Yarborough fires the pitch in, and it's fouled off. Count evens up at 1-1. Morel, I like that. Morel steps out of the box. Now he's back in after rubbing his glove. Yarborough fires another pitch, a changeup down low for ball 2. Not liking to see this trend of a lot of balls. We need to get them closer to the strike zone.
Yep. After that first strike, he's done absolutely nothing.
And Yarborough fires. The ball is fouled back off into the stands to even the count at 2-2. Looks that Morrell is trying to show more patience at the plate. He has a 38% strikeout rate. And Yarborough sets. Checks on the runner at first. And he fires the pitch, and there it goes. Call, strike 3, looking. So Morrell holds true to form and is Yarborough's first strikeout of the day.
Well, you did mention one thing, Ken. When you called that, you said, "Here comes the pitch, and there it goes." You scared the people. I'm thinking it's a home run. You know?
You will hear the home run call and know it. And let's see. Yarborough checks on the runner at first base. Brandon Lowe is coming up to bat. He's hitting 209 on the season with 4 home runs, 15 RBIs, and a meager 566 OPS.
And a Yankee killer.
Lowe sits low, and he takes the first pitch. A nice sweeper for call, strike 1. Now we'd like a nice bouncer to the second baseman to complete the double play and get the hell out of this inning.
That would be nice.
Yarborough sets, he fires. The ball is scooped up by Rice. Rice touches the bag to record the second out of the inning. Diaz advances to second base. For those of you just joining the stream, the score is 0-0. We're in the top of the first. There are 2 outs with a runner at second base. If you look at Rice, that was a very odd-looking scoop for him. Yarborough is 12 pitches into the first inning, and Junior Caminero is stepping up to the plate. Caminero swings a lot of first pitches, and he takes a changeup in for call, strike 1. The umpire today is Charlie Ramos, and he is a pitcher-friendly strike caller. He calls more outside strikes, and the next pitch is a cutter that is up high for ball 1. Count is even at 1-1. All right, Mr. Yarborough, it's time to end this stuff now. Yarborough sets, and he fires. The ball is hit down the third base line, foul. Count is now 1-2. Looks to be a beautiful day in the Bronx. Weather is 79 degrees. Looks to be little to no chance, and the wind is blowing from right to left today. Yarborough sets. The count is 1-2. And he misses outside for ball 2 to even the count at 2-2. Caminero in the box. Yarborough sets. And it's hit right back to Yarborough. And that'll do it. Yarborough flips it to Rice at first to record the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We're in the middle, and Littell is coming out to the bump.
Well, aside from the walk, it was a pretty good inning. At least we didn't get bumped on that walk for a change. It's about time that we got it. We had a clean inning when one of the first runners gets on base. So that's pretty decent. Shout out to people in the chat. Sean Browning, Judge Bellinger, both homer today. Yeah, I called Bellinger today. Judge, that's too easy to call. He'll probably get his couple of hits, no question about it. I don't think he's going to go deep today. That's just the way I feel. But Bellinger, yes, I do agree that Bellinger is definitely going to hit one today.
Don't
Um,
don't be surprised if Joe's favorite player, Anthony Dopey, goes yard.
that I doubt, but that's okay. No,
If it
listen.
happens, you heard it here first on NY Yankee Mania from Ken.
Oh boy, that's why that's why we get along together, guys. We agreed to disagreed at all times. No, but
Unfortunately for Joe, I happen to be right most of the time.
I don't think so. No. What do you think, guys? And don't be biased because you know him a little a little bit more than me with the podcast. Yeah, call a spade a spade.
Today's starting lineup for the New York Yankees: Bellinger leading off, followed by Judge, Rice, Paul Goldschmidt, Austin Wells, Anthony Volpe. Jason Dominguez is manning left field. Oswald Cabrera is hitting eighth, and Yorbad Vivas is taking the ninth spot. The first pitch from Littell is just outside for ball one. And Littell fires the pitch. It's a high fly ball to left center. Meisner runs the ball down on the track to record the first out of the inning. So it looked like he was trying to make Joe's prediction come true and drive the ball out in the first inning.
Well, that means the next time up, it's going.
If Littell is still pitching,
It doesn't matter. He's hitting a home run today. Whether he likes it or not, he's hitting a home run today.
and the captain is up to plate, and he takes the first pitch, and he drives the ball to right field. It's on the track at the wall. It is going, gone. And the captain hits another home run out of the park.
Unbelievable. Okay, all right. You got me, guys. Sean Browning was right. He got me. I'm very, very happy. And that ball, is gone. Holy cow, this guy is he's on fire. Absolute fire. And, well, you know what? Mr. May just hit another homer. Well, we are in May, so. And that's not a day, guys.
That is Aaron's 11th home run of the season. Should be 12. However, and let's see, Rice takes a slider that he fouls off. The pitch that he threw spun in place. We were talking about this in yesterday's pre-series review. Yarbrough has to have movement on the ball, but that was a cement mixer, and Judge made him pay for it. The next pitch is in. It's a splitter that is off the plate, evens the count up at 1-1. And the next pitch is a splitter down low to bring the count to 2-1. And the pitch is in. It's off the plate to bring the count to 3-1. Ben Rice on the season is hitting .265 with 8 home runs, 13 RBIs, and a .950 OPS. And Rice takes a step away from the plate to gather his Jedi Zen. Tomorrow, Joe's birthday is the 4th of May, and it's May the 4th be with you, so it'll be a Star Wars Appreciation Day.
Thank you.
And Rice fouls the ball off, a slider running at 89 miles an hour. Littell sets, and he fires, and Rice swings through it to strike out for the first out or the second out of the inning.
He's becoming very streaky, Ken. There's no in between with him now. It's do or die. It's nothing. It's all or nothing. He's swinging and missing. or he has, a 2 home run game, or a 2 hits, but he's very streaky.
And Paul Goldschmidt steps up and he takes a sinker inside. On the season, Goldschmidt is hitting .361 with 3 homers, 16 RBIs, and a .906 OPS. The pitch is fouled off. The count is 1-1. With regard to Rice is a young player. We're truly looking at the continuances of his first year in the league. He had a cup of coffee up in the majors last year, and he's learning. Littell fires, and the ball is up into Goldie, bringing our count to 2-1. And he sets and fires another four-seamer inside to Goldschmidt. It looks like they're trying to tag his elbow guard. The count is now 3-1. There are 2 outs. And Austin Wells is on deck. Littell sets. And he fires, and there's a swing and a miss. And once again, the Day-O song is playing in the stadium. Judge is currently on a 29-game on-base streak. Goldie hits a grounder to Walls at third base. He fires across the diamond to complete the out and end the first inning. However, the Yankees did bring a run in on a solo home run shot by Aaron Judge. So we are 1-1-0, and the Rays are donuts across the board.
Well,
as we move to the second inning, Joe will be calling balls and strikes for your entertainment. We hope that you're enjoying the stream.
I was about to say, Ken, the 3 games that we have put on here, every first inning, a Yankee has hit a home run. So we have a streak going, 3 for 3, baby. So it's, we got to keep that going. So every first inning, either Judge or Rice or somebody has hit a home run. So that's just something to keep a watch. 3 for 3, three podcasts, 3 home runs in the first inning. Just a little tidbit. Always remember, some of these innuendos that I give you guys could be the trivia question when we're giving away. So listen and listen good, because it could be anything that I'm going to be asking you to win that $25 gift certificate. So we're in the break of the action. So Ken called a really good top of the first, and he called the home runs Aaron Judge. So that was excellent. How you guys doing in the stream? How you guys feeling? You confident? What do you anybody have any a possibility that Judge may hit another one? Are you confident in maybe my pick that Bellinger's going to come through with one? What are you guys thinking? Sean Browning is going Captain Hulk. Jedi Giancarlo bobblehead. Okay. Dave Sims has a smooth home run call. All right, everyone. We're back for the bottom of the second inning. And the first pitch to Curtis Mead is up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. He's batting 150 with no home runs and 2 RBIs. Yarborough sets. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Up high again. 2 balls and no strikes. He is up high. He's living a little dangerously up in the zone. And he's got to come down with the pitches, and he's got to throw more strikes. They're going to be laying off of that. And then once he throws the ball down the middle, they're going to cream it. Here comes the 2-0 pitch again outside. 3 balls and no strikes on a 150 hitter. Come on, Yarborough. Come in. Come on. Let him hit your pitch. Come on. Let's go here. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. here in the top of the second inning, 1-0 Yankees. And it is outside for ball four. 4 consecutive balls. Yarborough's a little upset at himself, and he should be on the mound. No reason for a 150 hitter to get on base like that. You got to challenge him, right, Ken?
It's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Definitely, there's no reason at all for 4 outside balls. Well, Carabello's up now. He's batting .231. Here comes the pitch, and it's in there for a call strike one, a sinker, 88 miles an hour. So we have nothing. We have nothing in one. Top of the second, man on first, and if you missed the bottom of the first, Aaron Judge hit a home run. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and just a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike on the changeup. Yarborough has already thrown 23 pitches, but as you know, because he came in for Smith, this is definitely going to be a bullpen game, no matter what he does. I mean, he's probably limited at certain amount of about 50 or 60 pitches. That's in there for a call strike, a changeup at 79 miles an hour. The Yankees are looking for the double play up the middle, and just Aaron Judge is just amazing. Everyone, guys, it's just incredible. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was very, very close. I would like to see the replay on that. By the way, highest average, first 33 games, Paul O'Neill 473 and Judge 434, and Mr. May, Dave Winfield, coming in third. So, hey, that's pretty good company in my book. So we're at no balls. Let's see, where are we here?
2-2.
2-2. Thank you, sir. Here comes the 2-2 pitch by Yarborough. He sets, he delivers way outside, and the count is 3-2. So let's see if the runner will be going. Good possibility, although Yarborough, of course, is a left-handed pitcher. So who knows what they have in mind? But here comes time. Time is called by Carabello. So we'll do it again. And bottom line is, folks, I think today's going to be a humdinger of a game. It's going to be nip and tuck with this bullpen for today. Here we go. The 3-2 pitch is swung on, looped into right field, and that's going to be a base hit. Judge comes up with it. Meade stops at second. So we have first and second and nobody out. It was like, a little check swing, and he hit it the opposite way to right field. No way for Judge or Vivas to pick it up. So
no, he hit that one off the end of the bat.
He hit it off the end of the bat. So it's first and second and nobody out. And coming up now is what is that? Cameron Minzer, 305, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. One of their up and top rookies. Here comes the pitch. Here's a bunt. Back to Yarborough. He throws to third, gets him at third, and he's out at third base. Cabrera was looking to throw at first, but he thought better of it. So at least we get the first out. We get the lead runner. Good play by Yarborough at that point. Ken, what did you think? Right play, obviously.
Yeah, he's a left-hander. He came straight at him at the mound. The throw to third is easier. He's already lined up for it. Money in the bank.
Awesome. Yes, it was a good play. It was hit hard and just hard enough to get it at third, and I think Cabrera did the right thing. All right, Jansen's up, but kind of a Yankee killer. These backup catches. Here's the first pitch, and it's outside. There go the runners, and they get it. No, they don't get a double steal. Just the runner on second went to third, so now it's first and third and 1 out.
Caballero.
Yeah, Caballero is at third, but Austin Wells double clutched. He thought better of it not to throw the ball. Thank God. So we have first and third, 1 ball, no strikes on Jansen's. A nice double play would be nice here, too. Now the runner's going to second. He is safe. And Caraballo stays at third. So now it's second and third. So I hope this isn't a preview of everybody running on Austin Wells. Ken, I don't know what it is, but last year it just seemed like he was throwing the ball a little bit much better than he is this year. This year it looks like something, I don't know, something's just not right. He's like forcing the ball.
Honestly, Joe, Trevino looked so bad that Wells looked good. But what you were seeing is Wells at his finest. This is Wells.
Well, here comes the 2-0 pitch to Jansen's. Swung on and missed. He got some air, man. He got some air. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Jansen's, who's batting 154 with 1 homer. But these are the types of guys that do the Yankees in with like blue pits and all that. Let's hope I'm wrong. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It is in there, down Broadway, baby. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The Yankees leading 1-0. Jansen, Korea, he's batting 260 versus the Yankees. Everyone else 213. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just a little bit inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We have Taylor Walls waiting on deck. All these little nat hitters that just give the Yankees fits. It's incredible. Yarborough looks like he's losing his cool, but, he's got to pitch, man. He's got to pitch. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and it's popped up, and it's going foul first baseline, so we'll do it again. Yarborough, by the way, has thrown 34 pitches. Not a good ratio already. We're only in 1 1/3 of him pitching, so that's not a good ratio, guys. He's getting ready to set. He's getting ready to pitch second and third, and 1 out. Jansen steps away from the plate, and we'll start it all over again. This is a big baddie here, guys. Here comes the 3-2 pitch from Yarborough, and it's up high, ball 4. So we have the bases loaded now and 1 out. Ken, here's the nature for disaster. What are you thinking? You're thinking somebody should be coming in soon?
No, we can't afford somebody to come in. We need another inning out of Yarborough. He is a junk ball thrower. He has a lot of ground balls. We could be out of this mess with 1 pitch.
Okay.
Looks like Matt Blake is coming out to tell him to pitch within his confines. Don't try to overpower these guys. Just throw.
He looks very jumpy on the mound. He's really, really jumpy. He looks upset. I mean, and he should be, obviously, but he's got to control his emotions. I mean, come on. You're a major league pitcher. You are a good pitcher, and pitch within your means. Pitch like you're just pitching to Austin Wells. You're just playing catch. Let's go here. And again, we have a light hitter, but these are the guys that give the Yankees fits. So here comes the first pitch to Walls, and it is swung on and missed. Felt the air from here. I think Ken felt it all the way where he is. That was a nice swing and miss right there. 0-1 to Walls. Bases loaded. Top of the second inning. Yanks leading with a slim 1-0 lead. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's popped up to center field. Clay Bellinger gets under it, and he's going to throw to third. Okay, I guess the runner scored. I guess he didn't want the runner. He felt he didn't have any chance at all to get the runner at home, so he threw to third and kept the runner at second. So we're all knotted up at 1 apiece. Right call, Ken?
Yeah. Caballero is an extremely fast runner, and from mid center field, Bellinger's not going to gun him. Judge might have had an opportunity, but not Clay.
Here comes
Or
Yanni
Cody,
Diaz.
I mean, excuse me.
Yanni Diaz up to the top of the first. So first and second, 2 outs. Here comes the first pitch right down Broadway. call strike one. Maybe this will settle down Yarborough and get him out of the inning and let the Yankee bats come back. So we're at 0-1, first and second, 2 outs, and here comes the pitch. It's down low, 1-1. A lot of pitches being thrown here. 39 pitches now for Yarborough in just 1 2/3 innings. So he sets, he's ready, and he delivers. Taking a while, actually. Here comes the pitch, swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now we need the strikeout. Let's go here. That was a good pitch on the outside corner, Ken. I thought that he's got movement. He has maybe a little too much movement, especially when he overthrows. Here comes the pitch, swung on and fouled down the right field line, and we stay at 1-2. So just to recap, we are first and second, 2 men out. The score is tied and knotted at 1-1. Yanni Diaz is at the plate, and Yarborough is set to pitch his 40th pitch. Here it comes. It is line drive right back to Yarborough. He throws it to first, and the inning is over. Oh my God, he broke the bat. Good thing that bat didn't go flying into Yarborough, but it was headed that way anyway. So he went one way, the ball went the other way. He caught the ball and threw the first. It just barely missed his head. So at the end of 1.5, everyone, we are tied 1-1. Let's go Yankees. Yeah. Well, Ken, that was a close call. That could have been disaster.
Yarborough's doing exactly what he needs to. He's eating innings. He's keeping us in the game. We're lucky we got away with bases loaded, 1 out, only coughing up 1 run. So,
yeah, no, but I was talking about he got lucky, he got away from that from the barrel of the bat there.
Yeah, the bat comes flying, and he concentrated on the ball. He did what he had to do.
Well, you remember a few days ago with Chaz Chisholm, he went after the bat instead of the ball. He let the ball play him. And well, actually, when it just went out to right field, he didn't really make a play for it. He was just running away from the bat. So Sean Browning says that was scary, undoubtable. He also says he's tired today. Sean Browning says 3 innings for Yarborough. So we'll see. Bottom line is, I just think that it was a last minute thing. Yarborough looked so much more comfortable from the bullpen. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, the next inning he'll calm down, and we'll see how it goes. Another beautiful day at the stadium, pretty well packed. I would say at least 45,000 again. The Yankees, no shortage of sellouts and no shortage of big crowds at the stadium. It's great to see. And we're going to start the bottom of the second with Austin Wells, and the pitch is up high for ball 1. Austin Wells batting .206, 5 homers, 17 RBIs. Like to see him have a nice day also. The 1-0 pitch coming. Here it is, swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike here in the bottom of the second inning. Right now on the screen, they're showing some delicious food. And it always seems like when it's Volpe and Austin Wells, they're talking about food. The next pitch is popped up behind home plate, and Jansen's makes the catch. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. If you're getting a chance to watch the game, Jeff Nelson is eating a burrito at this point. Looks pretty good, making us hungry. Could you send a couple of Ken and myself? That would be nice. Come on, guys. Where's Michael K? He should be eating that also. Well, Anthony Volpe's up, guys. 1 ball, no strikes. Batting .239, 5 homers, 19 RBIs. Mr. Chicken Palm. Here we go. The 1-0 pitch is coming. inside. 2 balls and no strikes on Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe definitely squaring the ball off now again. He's starting to go to all fields, and that's a big plus. The 2-0 pitch, little ground ball to third base, foul. So the count is now 2 balls and a strike to Anthony Volpe. And Anthony, I would like to see a little squeeze bunt here. That would be nice. Like get him going. A little element of surprise wouldn't hurt, especially the third baseman sitting back a little bit. The 2-1 pitch is grounded to short. The short over the first, and it is 2 outs. Walls throws a BB to first base, and it's 2 outs to Meade. 2 outs, bottom of the second. 1-1, and here comes the boy, Jason Dominguez, and he's batting lefty, 228, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. His OPS is 687. Here comes the first pitch to Dominguez, swung on and fouled off. There's never a first pitch he doesn't like, Ken. He's always swinging at that first pitch no matter what. No matter where it is, he's definitely going to swing at it. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Dominguez, and it's right down Broadway, 0-2. 0-2 on we're in the bottom of the second, 1-1, and we would like to see a home run here, guys. That would be great. Here comes the pitch, a high fly ball to the left field, and Morel makes the catch, and that'll do it for the bottom of the second. No runs, hits, errors. At the end of 2, it's all tied up, guys, 1-1. Well, Ken, your third inning is going to be yours.
Yes, sir.
I just hope we have a better third inning than the first inning. The first,
the broadcast from Yes, they spent the entire inning talking about a damn breakfast burrito for Wells.
I know.
And how they didn't like it. So how are you supposed to actually concentrate on the game and follow play when these clowns are talking about burritos, and then Michael K's big freaking food interview is chicken tenders? Chicken tenders are something that 10-year-olds eat. Why the hell is a grown-ass man reviewing chicken tenders?
Well, this is why the new trend of watching a game on TV and listening to people like podcasters like us, at least you're going to get what's going on. They don't realize, people. I mean, it's nice little here and there, but they go on and on and on about it, and it's sickening sometimes. Just like a replay. I mean, sometimes yes. I mean, and I love Yes. Don't get me wrong, but my God, do they have to show the replay 9 or 10 times? I mean, enough's enough. I think we saw the play. No question about it. You don't have to keep showing and showing and showing all the time. So
maybe it's just my personal bias against Michael K, because I don't think he's a particularly good announcer, and he's more in love with the sound of his voice than he is the team that he's actually announcing for.
Oh, right, exactly. One thing I do want to bring up, everyone, as of right now, the Yankees are still the only game in the major leagues that's going on. In a little while, you're going to get the Astros and the White Sox. So that's
Yarbrough fires the first pitch to Morel for call, strike 1. So good start to the top of the third. And Yarbrough fires another pitch. It's called a strike on the outside corner. Nice sweeper.
That was fast. That was a ball.
Yarbrough sets, and he fires, and the call is low and away for a ball. Yarbrough sets, and he fires. Morel fouls the ball down the third baseline. Count still remains 1-2. Yarbrough is 46 pitches into this game. It's anticipated that you're going to see 65 before he ends up leaving. Yarbrough sets and he fires. And Morrell swings over the top, and he is down on strikes. Nice 79-mile-an-hour changeup. Very, very good. It was down, and it broke even harder. Looking at the throw, it was a circle change. Nice pitch.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
Yarborough sets and he fires. Lau takes a strike. Lau is 0 for 1 today with a ground out in the first. And Yarborough sets and he fires. Lau hits a lazy pop up to short center. Volpe is backtracking. He is setting and he records the second out of the inning. Nice, nice, nice. Yarborough is definitely holding us down today as a long reliever. We have Junior Caminero coming up to bat, and he is 0 for 1 today with a ground out in the first also. And Yarborough sets, and he fires. The ball is hit foul. He's switching between sinkers and changeups, and he seems to have found the zone. In Yarborough's last 6 games, he has pitched to a 1.98 ERA. Fantastic. And he throws a sweeper that's just off the plate to even the count at 1-1. Yarborough sets and he fires. Ball is down low, bringing the count to 2-1. Caminero is a dangerous hitter in that Rays lineup. Definitely has power to all fields. Yarborough sets. The ball is hit lazily to left center, and Jason Dominguez closes on it, sets, and records the third out of the inning. As we close out the top of the third, the score is 1-1, and we have Cabrera, Vivas, and Bellinger coming up to bat.
Well, it's glad to see. I'm sorry, Gay.
Nice, efficient inning by Yarborough.
Yeah, I was say that.
He is definitely going to pitch into the fourth.
Yes. Yeah, no question about that. He's really settled down. I think Matt Blake must have, just told him, listen, big guy, just go out there and, just pitch. Just throw your game. Don't worry about anything else. It'll all come into place, and that's what's happening. And they're going after all his pitches, and, hey, that's where we are right now, 1-1. Let's get us some runs, Ken.
The danger that we have running a game like this is if we play tomorrow, we'll warn. Because we are going to spend some bullets in our bullpen today. So we are going to need that young man to actually accomplish something and pitch.
Yes. Sean Browning's going, let's go Yankees, let's score some runs. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. It definitely would be nice to take some pressure off of the pitching staff.
My prediction for before the inning starts is that Yorbit Vivas will record his first major league hit this inning.
Okay, I like that. I like those odds. I just like his approach. There's something about him. I just really like his approach to the plate. So nice to see all the little kiddies in the ballpark and having a lot of fun with mom and dad. That's what it's all about.
Now, young Vivas is stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 on his major league career. He walked 2 times yesterday. And he takes a swing. It's looped to the left field, and it's just foul. Almost had his first hit by a matter of inches.
Wow. Joe, just missed it. Would have been nice for the kid. Wow, look at this. Total, maybe an inch and a half.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's going to happen today. It's going to happen this at-bat.
Well, I hope you're right, man.
And Littell sets. Vivas awaits his first major league career hit. He takes the 0-1 up and away to even the count at 1-1. Littell sets and he fires another splitter up high for ball 2. The count is 2-1. This young man definitely seems like he has an awareness of the strike zone, and he is not swinging at crap.
No, correct, 100%.
And Littell fires. Ball catches the outside corner to even the count at 2-2. We have Cody Bellinger sitting on deck. Vivas is in the box. Littell sets. And he grounds the ball to first base. Meade takes it and records the second out at first base. There are 2 away.
He has the makeup, Ken, of a ball player, of a Yankee. When you could tell you're a Yankee, this guy's a Yankee.
And we have Bellinger stepping up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today with a flyout deep in the first. He's hitting 194 on the season. And he takes the first pitch down and in the dirt. And Littell sets. And he fires. Bellinger hits the ball. It's a high fly ball. Once again, on the track, Caballero camps under it, and he records the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3.
Jeez.
That was a quick one.
Yeah, he hit one to left and one to right. So the next one is a home run to center. Hopefully.
Well, he's been on the track. I mean, he's just missing by a tad at hitting the sweet spot.
No, he really is. It's unbelievable. Wow.
I mean, you may definitely be right with him tagging one out of the park today.
The way he's swinging it, there's absolutely there's no question. Hopefully, he's very, very close. And usually, when a player hits the ball like that, the next time up, they usually hit a home run. It just happens that way. So we'll see. We'll see how things go, and let's see what they do with like you said. I think Yarborough will pitch at least another inning before they take him out. So we'll see.
But you have to remember Yarborough is a former starter, so he may not be completely stretched out, but he has the versatility of pitches, and he can be a crafty guy and get out of this next inning. I think no issues.
No, I agree with you.
And honestly, if he gets pulled in the fourth, he's not doing any worse than 3 out of the 4 starters we have in our rotation.
That's 100% true, Ken. 100% true. At least we know what Fried's going to do, so that helps the bullpen. But after that, well, I mean, for the most part, Rendon does get us through. He does. I mean, at least he gets us through a good 5 a good 5.5 innings. So it's better than nothing. It's better than what the other guys are giving us. So we'll see. We're still in a commercial break, everyone, and Yarborough is back on the mound. So it's 1-1-0 and 1-1-0 for both teams. We're going to the top of the fourth, and Mead is up, and he walked his first at bat, and here comes another outside pitch. So it's 5 straight balls to a 150 hitter. He walked in the second inning. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Yarborough. He sets and he delivers. Another ball, just missed. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes to Yarborough here in the bottom, actually top of the fourth. Yarborough sets, he delivers, and here comes the pitch. Another ball outside. He does not want to challenge me for some reason. It's 3 balls and no strikes. What is going on? Challenge the guy. Let's go here. Here comes the 3-0 pitch from Yarborough. And here it comes. And finally, it's a call strike. 0-1. Actually, 3 balls and a strike here in the top of the fourth inning. Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Mead from Yarborough. And it is grounded. Oh, what a play by Rice. Oh, my, great play over to Yarborough and an out in the first out of the inning. Excellent play by Ben Rice. He dove on the ground. Really, really great play. Unbelievable. That's a 5-star. That's like a game saver right there. Awesome, awesome play. Kudos to Ben Rice. Definitely a big league first base play. We're very, very nice. And coming up is Carabello again. It's the first pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Yes, Real Bill, that was awesome. That was a great slide, a great stop by Rice. So Carabello singled in the second. He's 1 for 1. Here comes the second pitch. It's 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch, just made it in the outside corner with a cutter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Carabello does not like the call. So it's the first one that you actually saw somebody barking at the umpire. That could have gone either way, folks. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's down low for a ball. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Carabello. This Carabello, along with speed, he is a very, very good hitter. Meisner's on deck. He's one of their top rookies they called up, and he's been doing very, very well for them. So here comes the 2-1 pitch here in the top of the fourth. Carabello swings, ground ball to Anthony Volpe. Volpe throws the ball to Rice, and we have 2 down here in the top of the fourth. They're showing now an electric moment with Max Fried last night, basically striking everybody out. He had that ball moving last night. He has been an incredible starter for the Yankees. And where would they be without him, folks? Where would they be? 1 hit, no runs, 92 pitches, 7 innings. Incredible. Here comes the pitch to Meisner. It's right in there for a call, strike 1. I'll tell you, Yarborough, very, very good innings. We sweat a little bit in the first, but he definitely, he's come back and given some very, very good innings here. Here comes the pitch. Swung on a lazy fly ball between short and center. Bellinger comes in, can of corn, makes the catch, and that's the end of the middle. That is the end of the top of the fourth. So we're going to the bottom of the fourth. It is 1-1. We'll be right back with a break in the action. Okay, we are back for the bottom of the fourth inning. Aaron Judge is up. Here we go. His first at bat. You guessed it, guys. He hit it deep into right field. So bottom of the fourth, the first pitch to Aaron Judge, right down Broadway. Call strike one. He is hitting 434, 11 homers, 33 RBIs, and a ridiculous 1,327 OPS. Here comes the pitch, swung on and missed. Grab some air on that one, baby. It is 1-1 on Aaron Judge. Mr. Yankee, Mr. Everything is 0-2. He calls for time now. And he does his usual, picks up the dirt, throws it, especially when the count is 0-2. So Real Bill is going long ball time. Let's see. Let's hope. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Aaron Judge. And here we go. It's way up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's just amazing watching this guy. We are lucky enough to watch him every day, just flourish. It's just an amazing feat. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Ben Rice is going to come up. In between innings, it looks like Boone shook Yalsborough hand. It looks like his day is done. So it looks like probably Kennedy will be coming in. We shall see. He was warming up last inning. Here comes Ben Rice. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and grounded foul behind first base. The bullpen budget, everyone. You have you have Mark Leiter is going to go for Fernando Cruz, Ian Hamilton, Tim Hill, and Tyler Metzik. They're all could be pitching today. So 0-2 now on Ben Rice with a swing and a miss down below. And it is going to be Ian Kennedy, folks. He is
Hamilton.
Hamilton. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Ian Kennedy is a voice from the past.
Yeah. You're right. Nothing, and 2 on Ben Rice. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, grounded, past first base, foul. Good play from the ball girl. Give them a lot of credit, man. They stick there and they're running all over the place. It must be a real thrill for them, and it's great that the Yankees actually brought that back. At one time they took it away, but brought it back for the kids. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, swung on and hit in the left field, and the left fielder makes the catch. It is 2 outs. Morel made a catch. It looked a little bit like it was hit off the bat at the end of the bat, was going to fall in, but no dice. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Paul Goldschmidt is up, and my boy Paul. How about a nice home run? That would be great. We don't want to be a homer here, but we are. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch. Swung on and grounded to short. And he throws to first, and the inning is over. So no runs, hits, errors. At the end of 4, it is tied at 1-1. Well, Ken, not too bad. It's a pretty tight game right now, but I think the Yanks will find a way to come through.
Well, the inning is pretty forgettable with the exception of the great play at first base by Ben Rice.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Nice, very nice play.
Yes.
Yarbrough did us a solid by going his 4.
Mm-hmm.
More than you would have anticipated out of an opener.
Yes.
And the ball now sets with Ian Hamilton.
So. I agree. No, I mean, listen, here comes the bullpen again. So, but we knew that though for today anyway. So, it wasn't. We know that it's not a surprise. So, what do you you have anything planned for this Saturday afternoon, Ken?
Nope, not today.
Just relaxing at home.
Yeah, relaxing at home. My son John's here. What time's the Diamondback game?
I'm not mistaken, I believe should be on now because we're in Philly this afternoon.
Okay. So I guess we're not going to be split timing because the
6:05.
oh,
Apparently, we have an evening game.
the Diamondbacks have an evening game starting at 6:05, so we will be watching some Diamondbacks baseball later.
There you go.
And apparently, the dinner for today is going to be meatloaf.
Now, no, you got me there. I'm coming, guys. I guess it'll take me 5 hours to get there.
My favorite with meatloaf is meatloaf sandwiches the day after.
You got that right. You're speaking to an Italian boy. He likes all of that stuff.
Ian Hamilton has an ERA of 1.93 this season, 9 innings pitched. He has 11 strikeouts and 5 walks. So we're probably looking at getting a couple of innings out of Ian. And the catcher, Jansen, steps up to the plate. His first at bat, he walked. Hamilton sets and he fires a pitch down low. It is 1-0. Hamilton sets and he fires. The ball is fouled off. The count is 1-1. For those of you just joining our stream, the score is 1-1. We're in the top of the fifth. This was a bullpen game. This is a bullpen game for the Yankees, and Ian Hamilton is on the bump right now. Here comes the pitch, and it is a bit high. Count is now 2-1. Hamilton sets, and he fires to Jensen. He checks his swing, and the umpire does not agree and says that he went through. So the count is now 2-2. Hamilton sets, and he fires, and it's a swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball slider, and Hamilton records his first strikeout of the day. And Hamilton sets. Walls is the batter, and he throws a sinker that catches the inside corner for strike one. Walls does not have an official at bat today. He hit a sacrifice fly in the second inning, which resulted in the 1 run for the Rays. Hamilton sets, and the ball is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. We are in the top of the fifth. There is 1 out. Tyler Walls is up to bat. The count is 0-2. Hamilton grabs a rosin bag, gets a little bit of rosin on his pitching hand. Now he sets, he fires, and the ball is fouled off again. Count still remains 0-2. Yanni Diaz is on deck. And Hamilton sets. And he fires. Ball is just off the outside corner of the plate. Count is now 1-2. Hamilton sets, and the ball is way inside. Walls ends up kissing some dirt. The count is evened up at 2-2. Hamilton sets, and he fires another pitch down low in the dirt. The count is now 3-2. Hamilton sets, and Wall steps out of the box and is granted timeout. Now he sits and recomposes himself. He's back in the box. Hamilton sets, and he fires. And I think the ball was a strike, but the umpire calls it ball 4, and Tyler Walsh records a walk and heads down to first base. So once again, Walls does not have an official at bat. Diaz is 0 for 1 today. He walked in the first, and his second appearance, he grounded back to the mound. Hamilton sets, and he fires a ball down low. Slider dropped off the table just before it got to the plate, and the count is 1-0. Hamilton sets, and he fires. Diaz waves at the breaking ball, and it evens the count at 1-1. Hamilton sets, and he fires another pitch. Beautiful slider that catches the inside corner for strike 2. Backup slider caught the inside corner and locked Diaz up. Count is 1-2. There's a runner at first with 1 out. Hamilton sets, and he fires. The ball is fouled off behind the plate and is out of play. Hamilton is 16 pitches into the inning. Hamilton sets, and he fires. The ball is just inside. The count is 2-2. Hamilton is at 17 pitches in the inning and getting his count up. Rays are definitely making him work for it. Hamilton sets, and he fires, and Diaz swings and misses for the third strike. Nice breaking ball, and the second out of the inning. Morrell steps up to the bat. He's 0 for 2 today. And the first pitch is hit down the left field line, foul, to bring the count to 0-1. We are in the top of the 5th with a runner at first, 2 outs. The count is 0-1. Chris Morrell is the batter, the left fielder for the Rays. He is 0 for 2 on the day, and he has 2 strikeouts. Morrell has one of the highest strikeout rates in Major League Baseball. Hamilton fires, and Morrell fouls the ball down the third base line. So now the count is 0-2. And you can hear the Death Star siren going off, indicating strikeouts is in line. Morrell has struck out an incredible 38.8% of the time this season. He takes the pitch inside, and it is fouled off. Count still remains 0-2. Hamilton is 21 pitches deep into this inning. Hamilton has a lot of ride on his pitches, and that one rode in towards Morrell, and he was just able to get a bat on it. Morrell is back in the box. Hamilton is up on the mound. He sets. And he chases Walls back to first base. So we'll reset and do it all over again. Count is still 0-2, and there are 2 outs. Morrell awaits the pitch, and he sees it low and off the plate for ball 1. Count is now 1-2. Hamilton fires another pitch down low. Brings the count even to 2-2. Hamilton picks up some dirt, gets his concentration on, trying to summon the powers of the force. Hamilton sets, and he fires the 2-2. It's hit shortly through the hole between the third baseman and the shortstop for a single. So that brings up Brandon Lau. There are runners at first and second and 2 outs. We are in the top of the 5th inning, and the Rays are threatening. Hamilton caught a lot of the plate on that pitch, and now Matt Blake appears to be heading out to the mound to talk to his young pitcher and to get his head out of his butt.
Unbelievable.
I don't understand why these people talk with a glove in front of their face. What do they think? They got a guy on speed dial that's lip reading?
Yeah, that's just I think it's just a habit from years and years ago that I don't know. That you're right about that. It makes no sense, but there's cameras all over the place. Things they don't trust anything. Stealing signs and all that. So I guess they got
they got PitchCom. You can't steal signs off of PitchCom. This is like a Houston Astros countermeasure or something.
It's just to me it's like an old habit. That's what it really comes down to be honest with you.
And Hamilton sets and fires. The ball is upstairs and high to bring the count to 1-0. Hamilton is checking on the runners. He sets and he fires. Another ball up and off the plate. Count is now 2-0.
This is the guy that worries me, Ken.
And we have Tim Hill warming up in the bullpen. So obviously Hamilton is not going to make 2 innings like we had hoped. He sets and he fires a nice sinker down Broadway for call, strike 1. 97 or 94 with a little bit of movement. Hamilton is 27 pitches deep in this inning. And the ball is fouled back to the backstop. Count now evens up at 2-2. So now we have hit the trifecta. There are 2 runners on with 2 outs and a 2-2 count. So if you're a lotto player, this might be a day to pick some numbers that have 2s in them. Hamilton fires, and the ball is fouled off by Lau. Apparently it hit his foot because he's now down on a knee.
Ouch.
And Lau does not have a guard. He looks like he hit right off the top of his foot. So that's a little bit of a stinger. He's rubbing, squatting. Umpire has given him a few seconds to recover. Hamilton is 29 pitches into this inning. We need to get this thing done now. Looks like they've got a second arm warming up in the bullpen. And there's a swing and a miss to record the third strikeout of the inning.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Lau gave us a bit of a gift because that ball was definitely not in the strike zone. He chased after one that was up and away.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Real Bill is saying, I used to cover my face like that out of embarrassment. Good one. Good one, Real.
So the COVID season must have been just right for you because you could run around with the damn mask the whole time.
There you go. Unbelievable. That's funny. That is funny. Let's see what he's saying here. I had 6 pitches in my repertoire: slow, slower, even slower, egg timer, walk, and crawl. Man, oh man, I'm telling you, we've got real comedians in our stream. I love it. I absolutely love it. Man, oh man, I'm sure you were a decent pitcher. Come on. Hey guys, what are you feeling? Are you feeling who's going to do anything here? Come on, this is a slow pitch here. We gotta perk this baby up. Let's go. What do you think? We're going to hit a home run this inning. We're going to take the lead for good. What do you say? Come on, guys. Let's hear from you.
They may be eating lunch right now.
They may be. Yeah. Well, stop eating lunch and tell me what you think, because we need to pop this up a little bit. We need some runs. We need something to do here. So let's see.
We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. We're about 1 hour and 25 minutes into the stream, so good pace for the game. I would like it to last a little bit longer. We have Austin Wells coming up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a foul out in the second inning. And Littell remains in the game. We have Wells, Volpe, and Dominguez coming up to bat. And the first pitch is fired up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. And Littell fires, and the pitch is fouled down the first base line to even the count up at 1-1. For those of you joining the stream, the score is tied 1-1, Yankees and Rays. We're in the bottom of the 5th, and the first hitter is up, Austin Wells, and our count is 1-1. And Littell fires a splitter that is fouled off to bring our count to 1-2. And the infamous charge bugle is being sounded at Yankee Stadium. Littell sets. And he fires. The ball is way up and out of the strike zone. The count evens up at 2-2. Littell, in the bottom of the 5th, is at 47 pitches. So his pitch count is very, very low.
Yeah, it really is.
And he throws a splitter that rides off the plate. The count is now 3-2. And Wells fouls the pitch off. Count still remains 3-2. And Littell fires the pitch. The hit is deep right center. It is going, and gone.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Yankees take a 2-1 lead.
That's
Austin
what I'm
Wells,
talking about. Definitely.
Austin Wells comes through with his 6th home run of the season. It left his bat at 97.5 miles an hour and traveled 384 feet.
That's what I'm talking about, everyone. You called it, man. You called it. Now, who was that? Was that real Bill? Yep. Wells was due. Okay, Bill. Who else is due?
And
Tell us.
Anthony Volpe steps up to the plate and he receives a four-seam fastball that catches the inside corner for strike one. Volpe on the day is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the second inning. And Volpe hits a grounder to third. Caminero comes up and he fires across the diamond to record the first out of the inning. And once again, in true fashion, we're looking at this Austin Wells home run for the fifth time. Jason Dominguez steps up to the plate, and he grounds a ball to first base. Meade makes a nice grab on the ground, and he fires to first to record the second out. Littell just beat Dominguez there.
Good play by the first baseman.
Yep.
Yeah, Meade is an underrated first baseman. I've seen him make some really nice plays.
It's interesting. The Yankees have 2 hits today, and both of them are dingers.
What else is new?
Cabrera takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike one. Cabrera is 0 for 1 today with a ground out in the third inning. Littell sets and Cabrera shows bunt, pulls the bat back, but it is in the strike zone down low. The count is now 0-2. Littell is at 55 pitches on the game. And it looks like Fernando Cruz will be coming in the next inning. The 0-2 is down low, a splitter in the dirt to bring the count to 1-2. The Yankees have the lead in this close game, 2-1. We're in the bottom of the fifth. There are 2 outs, no runners on, and the count is 1-2 to Oswaldo Cabrera. Cabrera takes the pitch and he fouls it off. I still can't get used to this facial hair for Yankee players. Cabrera has this little
I know.
unnatural man growth under his chin. Hopefully it interprets to a damn head. And there it goes. Call, strike 3. And obviously the hair did not help. We have Caminero, Meade, and Caballero coming up to bat for the Rays, and it looks like Fernando Cruz, our strikeout machine, is coming in to take the top of the 6th. And we will be handing this call off to Joe. But before I do that, for those of you that are in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed and you're watching in the background, this is quality content that's great for everybody. Please hit the subscribe button. Make comments. They'll definitely get replies. And if you think that this stream and this channel has value, please share it with your friends, families, your neighbors. We'd like to grow this channel. We're looking at our first benchmark of 100 subscribers. Please help us get there. Thank you, and I'll hand it off to Joe.
Thanks, Ken. That was a nice segue to go into here in the 6th inning. Still a break in the action, and I believe let's check the scoreboard. I believe at least the Met game has started. Let's see what we got, and well, actually no, the White Sox 3-0 over the Astros at the end of 1. Wow, good. They are humming. They are really, really humming. Oh, here's one. The Mets and the Cardinals have been postponed, so they may have a doubleheader tomorrow. So that game is definitely not going to be played. And we're still. Riley Green hit 2 home runs last night for the Tigers. They are really rolling. They are really, really a very good team.
But Riley Green hit 2 home runs in the same inning.
That's amazing. Amazing. They are really playing well. Alex Bregman batting .405 with 10 extra base hits in his last 10 games. Yamamoto 0.9 ERA leads Major League Baseball in that. Well, don't worry, Max Fried is on his way. So anyway, Fernando Cruz leads Major League relievers in strikeouts with 27, 6 walks. Okay, Camarero leads off. Here comes the first pitch. Down low for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. He's batting .244, 6 homers, 13 RBIs. OPS is .716, and he's 0 for 2 today. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and it is swung on and hit deep. Nah, not deep. I'm kidding, guys. Pop up to Oswaldo Cabrera. He makes the catch, and it's 1 man out. I deked everybody that time. Sorry, guys. Cabrera made it right by the top, and it's 1 out here in the 6th inning. I'll tell you, for a third baseman, Ken, this kid is really good. I mean, the throws may not be accurate all the time, but he basically gets to every ball, everything, no matter what. The first pitch is in there for a called strike. He finally sees a strike after like about 9 out of 10. Oh, boy. I think he was a little bit upset. He broke his bat there, Guerrero. He's out of it. And the pitch is to Meade. Well, it's a base hit to center field. So I think Yarborough had the right idea, throwing balls. This guy, he's another pest against the Yankees. It's incredible. Now Camarero's up, and he's 1 for 2, singled in the second, a run and a stolen base. He's got a home run, 10 RBIs, and an OPS of .702. So here in the top of the 6th, with 2 Yankee home runs, one by Judge and 1 by Austin Wells, the Yankees lead 2-1. A little stop in the action. The umpire is talking with Austin Wells, and I'll know what this could be about. Okay. He's picking up some like pebbles or something, and he's just throwing it. Okay, whatever that means, whatever fits the umpire's fancy. Ken, I have no idea what that was. Absolutely not.
Looked like they had some debris that got.
I don't know what he was doing, but anyway, there's one out and 1 on. The first pitch to Camarero is put in there right down Broadway for a strike. 0-1. So again, Cruz, who's been unbelievable since his first game here at the Yankees. The next pitch is down low, and it's a splitter at 80 miles an hour, 1-1. You know, he had such a very bad spring training, which goes to show you what spring training is. Only to limber up and get ready for the start of the season. He's ready. He sets. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Down low. Good block by Austin Wells. 2 balls and a strike. And he's been what a relief pitcher he's been for the Yankees. Just incredible. Everybody is off strides. He's got a couple of very, very good at bats. For the at bats. So here comes the 2-1 pitch now coming, and it swung on and missed. Calls. It's 2-2 now, baby. Here comes the strikeout. Let's go. The stadium is rocking a little bit. It's been quiet. We got to get them going, even though the Yankees are up 2-1. And Cruz is getting ready. He's there with the mean streak in him. He's like he just wants to throw the cover out of the ball at this point. So let's see what he does on a 2-2 pitch. Runner on first. He sets and he delivers. Swung on and missed with that great splitter. Strike 3. Caramel just throws the bat out of his hands, goes and picks up, and he grabs some bench. That's what we need. Just go grab some bench. You know, as the great Ken Harrelson would say, he gone. He gone. 2 outs here.
I don't know why they call that pitch a splitter. If you look at it, his fingers are spread across. It's a damn forkball.
Well, I guess they don't want to. I guess splitter is better in motion, or is the in thing that maybe the forkball is out. Who knows? Whatever it is, he struck out the guy. That's the main thing. Well, the 0-1 pitch means the swing and a miss. Here's that splitter again. Do it for Ken, baby. Do it one more time. Strike him out. Just do it for Ken.
Say, come on, Charlotte. Come on.
He just threw the bat away, Carabello. Like the 0-2 pitch, down low, 1-2. Oh, the runner takes off for second, and he's in there. Oh, that's a sneak. That was a sneak on Cruz and on Austin Wells. He just took off. He took off. Wells didn't look like he was lackadaisical. He 3-fired the ball, but he just beat it at second. So now he's in scoring position. So now we need the strikeout. No joke. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes with the runner meet at second base. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and in the air to center field, and Bellinger gets it like a can of corn, and the inning is over. So no runs, and we are back to where we started, baby. 2-1 Yankees going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, Ken, what do you think? You don't want it to be called a splitter? You want a forkball?
It's like a slider now called a sweeper. Why?
I don't know.
We just rename pitches to make it look sexy or something. The pitch is the pitch.
Well, you know, and maybe to yes, that's the easiest way out. Who knows? but you know, listen. Bottom line is we're controlling the game. We're getting into the animals in the bullpen territory, so that's good. Although one animal's already out there, so. I mean, the way Cruz is pitching, I would definitely trust him in the 8th and 9th innings. But, of course, we have, 2 other guys, 2 other big roaches out there. So Yankees in good shape as far as pitching, relief pitching goes. And Loizaga is only going to help us. Only going to help us.
Well, with regard to today, it was Max Fried. Max Fried preserved the bullpen. They did not have to come out and eat but 6 outs in the game.
Yes.
And we used 2 high leverage guys, freeing up the opportunity for us to use our long haul guys like Yarborough, who started for us. Hamilton pitched a clean frame, but he expended a lot of pitches getting there.
Well, Jonathan, I just brought this up from Jonathan. Thank you again. 92 subs, everyone. We're 8 away from the magic 100. We're getting there, and I can't thank everybody enough. Really, it's been awesome entertaining you, talking about the Yankees and talking not only now but in the 1970s and 80s and 90s and all. So thank you, and Jonathan, Johnny on the spot as always. Thank you. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Mr. Vivas is up, and do you think this is going to be his first hit? Let's see what happens. Up high, ball 1. I'd like to make. I'm trying to figure out who he reminds me up at the bat. I mean, I know you're going to say Vivas, but it's not. There is somebody that he reminds me of. It's going to come to me. 2
Mickey
balls.
Rivers.
No, not Mickey. No, not someone. No. There's somebody else. I am trying to think. I will get it. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and a high fly ball to center field, and it looks like he was having a little bit of trouble, but he makes the catch, and it's 1 out. Well, we got named that Yankee now. It's he batted .219, 194 hits, 12 home runs with the Yankees. He was with the Yankees 2013. I don't know. Ken, are you good at those? Name that Yankee.
Yeah, but I don't remember the 2013 roster.
I know because they stunk. But no, I'm just kidding. Here comes Bell. Oh, there's a line drive to right field, and it's caught by Carabello. Man, he's hitting the ball everywhere. Right field, left field, right field. Nothing to show for it. And the box score is going to look 0 for 3. But let's face it, everyone, he has hit the ball very hard today. Very hard. And that's a good sign, actually. That's a very, very good sign. Aaron Judge is up. He's 1 for 2 with a home run in the first inning. First pitch right down Broadway, 0-1. It's amazing that the pitch count is so low. He's really, the Yankees have been hitting everything, and luckily have a 2-1 lead. The next pitch is a splitter for a called strike, so it's 0-2 to the big boy Aaron Judge. Bottom of the sixth, nothing, 2 outs, nothing going on, but the Yankees lead 2-1. And we're going to the big innings of the big relievers coming in. So hopefully we'll see what happens for the rest of the game. Here comes the pitch, grounded at third, foul. So it's 0-2. We'll do it again. The Statcast 3D is all the home runs that Aaron Judge, all his hits actually. 32 singles, 8 doubles, 2 triples, and 11 homers. Here comes the pitch. Line to left field. It's a base hit. What else is new? Another 2-hit game for Aaron Judge. Incredible. He's reached base 2 times in 24 out of his last 29 games. Unheard of. I mean, this is something that we are so lucky as Yankee fans to have and to hold for hopefully a few more very, very solid years. It's hard to believe he's 33 years old. Hey, there's a Giancarlo Stanton sighting. That's good. He's moving his arms. That's good. Would love to see him back in the lineup. That would definitely be a big help. And can you imagine the protection for Judge? How do you pitch to him? You might as well just wave the flag and just, up to the minute, everyone. 435, 11 homers, 33 RBIs, a ridiculous 1,322 OPS. Now, I have to check all the figures, but he's got to be in the category of the Triple Crown. He's got to be leading every category just about at this point. We're going to check that out soon for you guys. Ben Rice 0 for 2, and it is 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth, runner on first. Here comes the pitch to Ben Rice, and it is ball 1. Actually, strike 1, I'm sorry. 0-1 to Ben Rice, who's 0 for 2. And he made a great play at first base, made a great defensive play today. So he's 0 for 2, though, at the bat. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Ben Rice. Swung on and hit in the air to shallow left field. And Morel makes the catch, and the inning is over. So at the end of 6, it's the Yankees 2, Tampa Bay 1. And with Jensen leading off, he is the pest of that lineup against the Yankees. And we're gonna head to a little break, guys. So we'll be back with Ken doing the top of the 7th. Be back in a minute.
I told Madeline they're over at 4:30, so that
All right, fans, we are in a commercial break right now. The Yankees have the lead 2-1 over the Tampa Bay Rays. We're heading into the top of the seventh inning. It has been a very quick game. We're in the top of the seventh, and we haven't hit the 2-hour mark on the stream yet. The Yankees have not been hitting. We only have 2 hits on the day. Both hits are home runs, one by Austin Wells and the other by the captain. Been recorded or retired fairly handily. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is coming out for a second inning. He throws, and Jansen fouls his sinker off. The count is 0-1. Jansen is 0-1 on the day. He has a walk in the second inning. And it looks like Mark Leiter Jr. is warming up in the pen. Cruz has only thrown 14 pitches in the game, so don't think that he will breach the 25 pitch mark. And Cruz fires. The ball is up and in to even the count at 1-1. And Cruz fires a splitter just down and low. The count is now 2-1. Cruz sets. And he fires. The ball is hit. Fly ball deep to center field. Bellinger tracks the ball down on the track and records the first out of the inning. Jansen tagged that one a bit. It carried a lot, but Bellinger tracked on it really, really well. Once again, his defensive prowess, his gold glove ability as a center fielder on full display. So for those of you out there criticizing Cody for his at-bats, the reason he's on this team is because of that glove. Taylor Walls is up to bat, and Cruz fires the first pitch, which is fouled off. The count is 0-1. Walls has not recorded an official at-bat today. He has a sacrifice fly and a walk. And the pitch, a splitter, catches the top of the zone for strike 2. Count is 0-2. We are in the top of the seventh. The Yankees lead 2-1. There's 1 out, no runners on base. And Cruz fires a pitch down low to bring the count to 1-2.
Cruz fires a missile.
And Cruz sets, and he fires. Ball is down low for ball 2. Count is evened up at 2-2. We have no one on, 1 out, 2-2 count. Fernando Cruz sets, and he fires. Ball is once again down low. Count is now 3-2. It's the first time we've seen that with Cruz today. He's at 22 pitches, and I think this may be Cruz's last batter. He sets and he fires. The ball is hit to first baseman Ben Rice. He flips to Cruz to record the second out of the inning. And the Yankee broadcast is talking about Joe's birthday once again, Sunday, May the 4th. And it is Star Wars Day, and they will be featuring the Giancarlo Stanton Jedi bobblehead. Hopefully that Jedi will get his ass on the field and start hitting for us. The batter coming up to the plate is Diaz. Cruz is at 23 pitches. So it looks like he's going to surpass that 25 pitch mark. He sets and he fires, and the ball is down low and away. Count is 1-0. Yandy Diaz is 0 for 2 today, and he has a walk. Cruz sets and fires. The ball is fouled off to bring our count to 1-1. Nice 94-mile-an-hour sinker riding in on Yandy Diaz. And Cruz sets. He brings the pitch in, and Diaz checks his swing as confirmed by the first base umpire. I think he's full of crap. I definitely think Diaz went around on that pitch. The count is now 2-1. We have no runners on and 2 outs. We're in the top of the 7th. Cruz fires. The ball is hit softly to Rice at first. He flips to Fernando Cruz at first to record the 3rd out of the inning. Now we head into the bottom of the 7th. So we are heading into our 7th inning stretch. So you can grab your dancing shoes, as Max from Max Coverage TV would say, and get your boogie on. Joe, I know you would probably like to play Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and that would definitely be appropriate. So,
yeah, it definitely would be. I don't know. It's like it's one of those things that we all like to do. And what was your favorite thing in the 7th inning, Ken? What did you always like about baseball in the 7th inning? Did you like Take Me Out to the Ball Game? Did you like Hot Now Joe? What did you like? What did you like to experience when you went to a ball game? At Yankee Stadium.
Well, actually, it was snacky time. I was always getting snacks, and if I'd had too many adult beverages, it might be the bathroom time at that point.
Gotcha. Well, it is time,
But I do remember Kate Smith with her rendition of "God Bless America," which is now politically incorrect and no longer played. It seems that we do things for political reasons, vice tradition.
John Browning is going to Take Me Out to the Ball Game, God Bless America, and snacks. So, you know what, guys? Why don't we do that? Why don't we bring it there too? There you go. So if that doesn't bring you chills, nothing will in the 7th inning, guys. That is a ball game for you, right, Ken?
Without a doubt.
That is you can't go wrong with something like that. So I remember not only that, and they first it was always like Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and then then they did the Count Now Joe, and it was always a combination of everything. So it was always a lot of fun. The only thing that I don't like at the ball game is when it's every pitch there's something. Either home team. I mean, I can understand the home team, but the road team, the Yankees were doing it a bit too much. It looks like it's calmed down a little bit in the past couple of games, but it was a little too much. Every at bat, everything was that way, and it wasn't. I don't know. It just takes away from the game. You can't have a minute's peace. And I think people must have complained because they have calmed it down a little bit. You don't notice it as much because obviously you're at home or you have the voice off. You're listening to some things like us or the creators. But over there, I know I had a lot of people already tell me that there was definitely it's too much. Anyway, it looks like we're getting back to the bottom of the seventh. Ken, take it away.
And it looks like our DH for the afternoon, Paul Goldschmidt, is stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the day with 2 groundouts. Littell sets and he fires a sinker right down the middle of the plate for call, strike 1. Littell is at 70 pitches, and he sets and he fires. Goldschmidt swings at a splitter off the plate to bring the count to 0-2. Littell sets. Goldie slaps the ball into right field. Caballero closes on it and records the first out of the inning. And Littell sets. Austin Wells is at the plate. Wells takes a ball inside. Wells' last at bat, he hit a home run off of Littell. Littell sets and he fires a pitch off the outside portion of the plate to bring the count to 2-0. For those of you just joining our stream, the Yankees are up 2-1 on the Rays. We're in the bottom of the seventh. There's 1 out. No runners on, and the count is 2-0 to Austin Wells. Littell sets, and Well fouls the ball off to bring our count to 2-1. Wells is taking a breather. He steps back into the box. Couple of practice swings. Littell sets, and he fires. Wells fouls it off once again to bring our count even to 2-2. And Wells steps out of the box. We see Anthony Volpe on deck taking his practice swings. So hopefully the Volpinator comes through and provides us with a little excitement at his at-bat. Wells steps up to the plate once again. He swings and fouls the pitch off. Count still remains 2-2. For those that didn't see the home run, Wells hit a neck-high slider out of the ballpark. And the pitch is popped up on the left side. Wells calls off Caminero, and he records the out in shallow left field. So that is 2 down for the Yankees, and your catcher or your shortstop and mine, Anthony Volpe, is stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the day with 2 groundouts. Currently, Volpe has a 7-game hitting streak, and we're hoping to continue that. And the first pitch is up and away. This may be Volpe's last at-bat for a chance to extend that hitting streak. And Littell sets, and he fires a ball down low. If you look at Volpe's numbers, he is a career 5 for 10 against Littell with 2 home runs. And Volpe hits the ball. It's deep right center. Misner is back on the track and secures the ball for the final out of the inning. For the love of God. Volpe was supposed to charge that one a little bit harder.
Warning track power.
Well, we've seen warning track power with Cody.
Yep.
Twice today. Volpe just got us there.
I didn't check to see who was warming up in the bullpen. Do you think it's going to be Williams? I doubt they're going to come back with Cruz, or you think they might bring in Hill? What do you think they'll do?
No, they had Mark Leiter warming up
Mark
in the
Leiter.
in the
Okay,
bullpen.
so I guess they don't want to go to Williams today, which kind of makes sense. No question about it. By the way, everybody in the stream, to let you know, when the game is over, there'll be a brief pause, maybe about 5 minutes, and we will come back with the post-game show. So stay tuned for that. There will be a little pause, and then we will come back and we will discuss the game, any out-of-town scores, any late news of any sort. You will know about it. So just letting you know about that. So Ken, like I said, I guess they're probably gonna go with Weaver, in the ninth if we're obviously still ahead. I would guess that's what the plan is at this point. He probably wants to stay away from Williams, but you never know. Sometimes you see one relief pitcher out there, all of a sudden somebody else comes in. And sometimes they're throwing underneath the stands also, so that's a possibility. It could be a deke to the other team too.
Well, I will tell you, if the Yankees bring in Dreamweaver for the save in the ninth inning today, he won't be available tomorrow.
Right.
So that may be Williams' shot at possibly closing a game if we're indeed in that situation tomorrow.
Right now, the defensive game of the defense play of the game has definitely been Rice. That great stop, the great play that he made at first base, no question about it. So from the looks of things, yes, it is going to be Mark Leiter Jr., 2.70 ERA, 13 and a third innings, 4 walks, 20 strikeouts. The first pitch, ground ball off the glove of Anthony Volpe and into left field. He got hurt. It hit him off the top of the shoulder. That does not look good. Does not look good, folks. They're hovering. Now that you want to see a replay, they don't show you a replay. This hit him. I don't know if it hit him on the top of the shoulder or in the neck. Well, we got to hold on.
He might have hyperextended his shoulder. I don't think the ball hit him at all. It went off his glove.
Well, they're all hovering around him. Let's see. He's getting up. It might look like Boone is ready to call on Peraza or someone. He's catching his breath. It doesn't look like his throwing shoulder. It looks like he's coming out of the game, guys. Oh, he doesn't want to come out. He's a fighter, man.
What'd you call him? Dopey?
All right. He doesn't want. They're talking. He's talking him out of the game. He said, "No, leave me in." Yeah, you're right about the shoulder, and he's going back and forth, and he's saying, "No, that doesn't hurt." It might have been. He might have just gotten the wind out of him. It might have just hit it a certain way. Judge is right there, listening, and I'm sure telling him
what they're doing is testing the stability of his shoulder. Those are isometrics testing your strength. and it does not seem like he's in pain. So he may very well stay on the game.
See that they're checking. They're checking right now to see if everything's in place.
The kid is fighting hard to stay in the game, that's for sure. And it looks like the training staff is walking off the field, and Volpe is still there.
Looks like he's staying in. Let's see. Finally, they're showing the replay. You see, he extended the shoulder on the grass. So the sting. It was really the sting. Let's see.
Yeah, as soon as he made the dive, he put his hand on his shoulders.
Yes. Yeah, so it was a sting that, probably obviously never experienced before. And then I think whatever the trainer did or whatever, he may stay in. May stay in. Yeah, he is staying in the inning, guys. He's a fighter. Well, back to the action, and pain in the neck is up here low. He's 0 for 3. Here goes the runner, and he is safe at second. Didn't even flinch. Well, actually, as a pinch runner, Simpson came in. He's one of their fastest runners. Chandler Simpson. He runs like a torpedo. So they didn't watch it at all. And now we got to worry. This is going to be interesting. He might try for third base. They might even try a bunt play. Well, no bunt here, but it's a call strike. It's 1-1. Cody Bellinger now is in left field. Trent Grissom is in center field. Of course, the defense. It looks like Volpe's okay. I mean, he was moving around good on that throw. Swing and a miss on a splitter. Your favorite, Ken. 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the bullpen, my boy Tim Hill is warming up, and Lau just called for time, so we'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leiter Jr., 4 pitches, looking for the first out, and here comes the 1-2 pitch, down low, 2-2 with the splitter, 87 miles an hour. So. The Fairbanks and Clevenger is in the bullpen for the Rays. Fairbanks usually is a pain with the Yankees, so we don't want to see him. We want to be in the lead. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on in line, foul down the right field line. So we're going to do it again at 2-2. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 2-1 Yankees lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Mark Leiter is in, so obviously they're giving a day off to Williams. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. He looks at Simpson, and Simpson's fake's going. A foul behind the plate hitting Austin Wells in the Nuggets. And he's a little banged up now. But catchers, man, they're strong and they take everything. To me, you have to be a nut. You have to be crazy to be a catcher, but what do I know? There's no way I would do it. Would you do it, Ken?
I'm left-handed. I can't do it.
Well, yeah, that's true. Okay, but I wouldn't do it anyway. There's no way you're going to get me to bow down like that for 9 innings. Absolutely not. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Leiter. We could sure use a strikeout, and he swings and fouls it off again. Right down the middle. He's spoiling some good pitches. That's what Lau does. He does that all the time. So Canero's on deck, and we got to get this guy out. And Lau usually hits the ball to the right side, and he usually does his part for his team. And the 2-2 pitch, Leiter sets, and the pitch down low. 3 balls and a curveball at 75 miles an hour. So it's 3-2. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. Yankees got their 2 runs on a home run by Aaron Judge and Austin Wells. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, way down low, and he is starting a problem here in the top of the 8th inning. So we have first and second, and a very good hitter up next. And here comes Matt Blake. So here's a little break in the action. Ken, I don't know. You know, sometimes this guy comes in and he starts so much trouble, and he just starts it and he can't get out of it. Or he does, or he just makes everything a mess. What do you feel?
It's the nature of being a bullpen arm. It happens.
No question about it. Mark Leiter was unfair last year because of the fact that he overpitched. He pitched so much for the Cubs. So when he came here, he was juiced, and you could see that. So everybody was blaming him, and they get rid of him. But he is a very, very good pitcher, and he just needed some time to adjust, and I guess more rest. It'll be interesting to see if they'll put the bunt on. I don't think so. He's a pretty good hitter. He's 0 for 3, Camarero. Here comes the first pitch, a fake at second, and step off. So we'll do it again. Nothing, 0-0 for the at-bat. And here we go on the first pitch by Leiter. And here it comes, way outside, ball 1. He's really, really digging a hole here. The outfield arms, there's Bellinger with the red, Trent Grissom with his yellow, and Aaron Judge is with the red. And I think they should all be red, to be honest with you. I guess maybe a little bit weaker in Trent Grissom. Here comes the next pitch, and that's called strike 1. Hopefully that'll simmer him down a little bit. He's batting, Camarero's batting .242 with 6 homers and 13 RBIs. And again, he's 0 for 3. You have to watch that runner on second. Here comes the pitch. Popped up down the right field line, but it's going to be foul into the stand. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leiter's at 13 pitches. It always seems like Curtis Mead is next to bat. It just seems that way. Every time you turn around, it seems like he's up. He's in the batter's circle. It just goes around and around here. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Leiter sets, delivers. There goes the runner. Swing and miss. Throw to second. Safe. Everybody safe. And it's second and third, and nobody out. They are running like crazy on Austin Wells and the Yankee pitching. We have to do a better job to come faster to the plate, Ken. They take forever. If you count it, the seconds is ridiculous. I mean, really, it's too much. Austin Wells doesn't have a chance.
He doesn't have a good arm. Last year, the Red Sox exposed. The Red Sox exposed Trevino. This year, the Rays are exposing Wells. Wells is known as a hitting catcher and not a defensive guy, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Ken, his arm was accurate last year. I defended a little bit.
Last year, that was my big critique. When I was doing play-by-plays with Strike Zone and a lot of the commentaries I had about Austin Wells airmailing balls to Judge on steals.
Well, 0-1 on Mead. Here comes the 0-1 pitch by Leiter, and it's in there. Call strike 2. Leiter the magician. Let's do it one more time. Mead is 167, no homers, 2 RBIs. The crowd's going nuts. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The strikeout chant is up. Time is called by Mead, and we have a stoppage here. 0-2 still on Mead. In the bullpen, as Ken likes to say, Dreamweaver and also Tim Hill. But it looks like Weaver's more intense. Here comes the pitch. Just missed outside, 1-2. So the infield is basically in. the second baseman Vivas is playing back, but shortstop Volpe and Cabrera are in on the left side, being the fact he is a left-handed hitter. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, swung on and hit down the line, foul to right field, and we'll do it again. 1-2, this will be Leiter's 20th pitch coming in. Ken, again, the bottom line is that sneaky curveball's got to get that swing and miss. We need that swing and miss at this point. Leiter is whatever he's doing, he's saying no, no, no. So I think he wants to throw what he wants to throw here. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and check swing, and it's a ball. So it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Leiter's got to get the Yankees out of this jam, and Jose Carolero is on deck. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and it is low for a ball, 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's getting sticky and sticky all the way at this point. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third. The Yankees have a slim 2-1 lead. It's nail-biting time, guys. In the chat, let's go. Well, we need a strikeout here, and it's a line foul to right field. That was right down the middle. And, he's playing with danger. He's playing with danger, guys. That was right down the middle. So hopefully, let's see what he's going to do. If he's going to do the change or sweeper, what is he going to throw? Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and it's lined to left field for a base hit. And 1 run scores, and they hold the other runner at third. We are tied 2-2 in the top of the 8th. I knew that. I mean, it was obvious that was going to happen. And not having Devon Williams was a little bit of a pain today. It looks like Leiter I don't know. He just at least gives a run up a game. He does get a lot of strikeouts, but you have to put up with what he does, and this is not good. So now it's first and third and 1 out. We're tied at 2. We desperately need a double play here. And here comes the pitch. Safety squeeze he fouled it off for a strike. That was surprising. He's a good hitter. I'm very surprised. I guess trying to get the Yankees off balance. It was definitely a safety squeeze. The guy was not running home, so he did that, I think, probably on his own. But here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it is just missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. 25 pitches now for Leiter. Not exactly the greatest outing. Just happy to get out of here with a tie game. Don't want to get into that bullpen with Fairbanks. He is very rough on the Yankees. Here comes the pitch, and it's fouled off behind home plate, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. It is needle time for Yankee fans and everyone rooting for the Yankees here. We need that strikeout now. Come on. And Tim Allen is in the bullpen now, the lone bullpen guy. The lonesome. Leiter sets. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and Volpe bobbles it, and everybody's safe, and a run scores. And Tampa Bay takes a 3-2 lead. That was a bobble. In his haste to tag the base and throw the ball to first, he doesn't get anybody, and the run scores. So it's now 3-2 Tampa Bay as we still have problems here in the 8th inning. And that's going to be it for Leiter. We're going to take a break in the action, guys, and we'll be back in just a little bit. All right, we are back, everyone. Not what we're looking for, but we still have 2 innings to come back. Hopefully, we could stop it right here. By the way, that Yankee, the career stats of 219, 194 hits, 12 homers, was Reed Briniak. He was one of the guys in 2013 when Jeter went down and they went through shortstop like we eat pancakes. So that was such an awful year. Anyway, we're back to the action. Tim Hill is here, and here comes a ground ball foul to first base by Minster. He's up at the plate. They're showing a home run in Tampa Bay a few years back with Briniak being Tampa Bay, and now they're showing him beating Tampa Bay and beating the Yankees. The 0-1 pitch is outside, and it's 1-1 to Cameron Mincer, who has a fielder's choice, a fly out. He is 0 for 3. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, line to left field, and Bellinger catches it. He misplayed it. He caught it, and almost a double play at second base. Unbelievable. He underran it, actually, just stuck out his glove. It's a good thing that he has a big height. Otherwise, that would have went over his head. It was an ice cream cone. He caught it, threw it to second. Wow, if Vivas wasn't off the bag too much, they would have had the double play because he turned more towards the outfield than second base. Otherwise, they would have had him. Great, great play and a lucky play at the same time. And here's the pain in the neck. Jansen's up. And you know what backup catchers do to the Yankees. Ground ball is short, and the flip to Vivas, and the inning is over. So overall, it wasn't too bad, but Tampa Bay takes the lead. It's now 3-2 going to the bottom of the bottom of the 8th inning. We will be back right after this break. And we are back. Hey, Ken, wasn't the greatest inning, but it could have been a lot worse. I just hope we have a rally in our bones, as Michael Kay would say. I don't know. What are your feelings?
I had to step away because I was cussing too much and I didn't want to blast out the stream. So
I had a feeling. But look, Volpe was obviously going for the double play, but in his haste to get the ball to get on the base, he took his eye off of it. He has a tendency of doing that sometimes, and it hurt. It does hurt him quite a bit, and he's got to learn. He's got to buckle down with that. Don't worry about the runner. You have to get outs. That's the name of the game. You're worried about the double play. Oh, I got to do it. No, get the one play. Get one play at least. And that's got to be learned. And, anyway, we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Trent Grisham is up at the bat at the plate. Ball 1, Clevenger is in. He has a career ERA of 1.42 against the Yankees. Currently, he's at 2.31 from the bullpen. And Trent Grisham is up. He's batting 276 now. He fouls one behind home plate, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. He's been slumping a little bit, Grissom, in the last few games. But you can't take away what he's done. 8 big home runs, 15 RBIs, and we're only in May 2nd, May 3rd actually. So you can't default what he's done. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle and through. Lau into center field, and the right fielder actually picks it up, and it's a base hit. See, I said he's slumping, and he comes through. Excellent. See, just hit the ball where they ain't. Hit the ball there. It's no problem. So, man on first and nobody out. So, a start of hopefully a very nice inning. And, let's see Cabrera. Hopefully they'll do it. They'll try a hit and run, but he is batting right-handed. So, swing and a miss on the first pitch to Cabrera, who's batting .274 with a homer, 8 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout. His weakest side of the plate, but he can hit. He can hit a little bit from this side. He squares around to bunt, takes it back, and it's a ball. So it's 1-1 on a sinker. Clevenger is in. This is fifth pitch. On deck is it's not Job of Vivas. It's going to be. Who I think that was not him, right? I saw it fast. Was it Pablo Reyes? I think it was Pablo Reyes. So they're pulling him because I guess it's a lefty. But let's see what happens. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Cabrera. He throws to first. Grissom is safely back there. So we'll do it again here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Clevenger looks in for the sign. He's ready. He sets. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and popped up to right field. It's coming in. He's coming in. And he makes the catch. It's 1 out and 1 out and 1 on. Mincer made a nice running catch in from right field. And here comes a pinch hitter. Pablo Reyes is coming in to pinch hit for Vivas. So I guess, obviously he's going with analytics. He's going with the batting right-handed. I would have personally, I would have gave him a chance, but he would have, they would have second guessed Aaron Boone like crazy if he would have done nothing. Why didn't you pinch hit? Why didn't you do this? So that's the thing of a manager. You can't win. It's either you're right or you're wrong. You can't win though. And I think Ken would agree with me with that. You're in a no-win situation.
Without a doubt.
So are you calmer now, Ken?
I'm calmer now.
Cool. All right. Well, it's again. We need a rally here, guys. Let's go. What I'm talking about is a nice double down the line would be excellent. And Reyes steps in for the first time as the pinch hitter. And here comes the first pitch right down Broadway. 0-1 to Reyes. Serviceable player off the bench, but really hasn't had too many at-bats. And now he's been called in to service. So here comes the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1 to Reyes. Reyes had a little cup of coffee with the Mets last year, so he has been around. He is, again, he can hit, and he looked very, very good in spring training. But, spring training and the regular season. Here comes the pitch. Pop foul behind. He was way behind on that pitch. That was a very, very lazy swing. And he just met the ball. And, choke up on the bat. We have another left-handed hitter on deck in Cody Bellinger, and is he due? Here comes the pitch. Swung on and popped up, and it looks like it's out of play, and it is. So we'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Not to someone.
So Bellinger is waiting, and man, can he ever use a big hit to round up that Yankee Stadium crowd? Here comes the 1-2 pitch, inside 2-2. He's hanging in there, man, hang in there. He's a a little fighter. He's got to just hang in and choke up on the bat and hit that ball to left field. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So it's 2 outs now in the bottom of the 8th, and Mr. Bellinger is coming up. Boy, oh boy, guys, do we want a big hit here? So he's hit the ball to right field, to left field, to right field. I think it's now time. He's 2 fly outs and a line out. He's batting 190. Here comes the first pitch. A little bit inside for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. And you know who's on deck, guys? Mr. Judge, Mr. Capitano. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Cody Bellinger. And here we go. Swung on and missed way behind the pitch. Nothing in 1. One thing they're doing to Cody this year that I haven't seen in a long time, I mean, they're just tying him up, and he just not hitting the ball there at all. They're trying to tie him up every time up. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Again, the same thing, only this time he laid off. 2 balls and 1 strike to Cody Bellinger. Man on first. As we all know, it's 3-2 Tampa Bay and 2 outs. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Cody. The set, the pitch, swung on and popped up behind home plate. Foul, out of play. We'll do it again. 2-2 to Cody Bellinger. And like I said, does he ever need a big hit? Man, oh man, that will take the pressure right off of that man's head. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Set, and the pitch. Outside, 3-2. Well, here we go, folks. If you can just get on somehow for the captain, and you'll probably see Fairbanks come in. I seriously doubt that Clevenger will be pitching to Judge. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Set, the pitch. Line drive, base into right field. That a boy. There goes Trent Grissom, the third. First and third, stay at first because you'll take the bat out of Aaron Judge's hands, although they still might walk him. Who knows? But then, you got to think about it. Nice shot. That it's about time. Hopefully that'll get him going. Nice hit by Bellinger. We're going to have a break in the action, folks. So stay tuned. Come back for the big Aaron Judge at bat. And it doesn't look like it's Fairbanks, but we'll get all the action when we come back. Well, Ken, we're back, and this is it. It's always down to you know who. It just comes down to the big guy, the big gun. It's incredible. Everything is always on his shoulders, no question about it. For anybody that's interested, you can get the Gotham app where you are, or if you can, and you can watch your favorite team between the Yankees, the Rangers, the Knicks. But right now, all eyes are on Aaron Judge. Here we go. He's batting 435, and he's 2 for 3 in the game. He sets and they step off the mound. Judge is just looking. Now, of course, they're going to show what happened in the first inning, and he hit that nice home run, a Yankee Stadium right field homer. I think we need. I'll take a single right now, guys. Aaron Judge, 25 at bats this season with runners in scoring position. He's batting a mere .560 with 3 homers, 21 RBIs, and the OPS is just out of whack, 1,633. Here comes the first pitch to Aaron Judge, and it's a little bit low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Fans are on their feet. Ben Rice is up next. He will either hit in this inning or he'll start us off in the bottom of the ninth. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung out in line to the shortstop. The shortstop gets it, throws to first, off the ground, picks up a nice pickup by Meade, and the inning is over. So at the end of 8, it's the Tampa Bay Rays 3, the New York Yankees 2. Missed it by inches right there. So, Ken, you call the first inning, and you're going to call the 9th inning win, okay? That's a promise.
Roger that, brother.
Yeah, you better be for that. Man, a little bit more. I mean, they had it played perfectly. So it's
2 different sizes.
So basically, what we need. I mean, obviously, we got to hold them here in the 9th inning, and Ken, take it away. It's your ball game. Remember, everyone, that after the game, we'll take a couple of minute break, and then we'll come back with the post game show. Ken, it's all yours.
All righty. We are still in a commercial break. Looks like Tim Hill will be on the bump for the top of the 9th.
Sean Browning saying we can't. Comes down to a possible walk-off. We can't lose this series. They are 100% right, and especially we don't know if there's going to be a game tomorrow, and you don't know what the Yankee pitcher is going to give you. So we need this game. No question about it. This game is a big game, and we'll see. Ken is going to bring us some luck in the bottom of the 9th. I feel it in my bones.
And Tim Hill stays on the game. Taylor Wallace is up to bat, and the first pitch is grounded straight to Anthony Volpe. He hesitates and fires across the diamond to record the first out. 1 pitch and 1 out. And Yandy Diaz steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 on today. He has a walk in the first inning. Diaz is hitting .242 on the season. Hill steps on the bump, and he fires. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. And the second pitch is fired just off the plate to bring the count to 2-0. And he fires the third pitch, a sinker that comes across the heart of the plate to bring the count to 2-1. Hill fires another pitch. It's away. Brings the count to 3-1.
Walking.
And Hill fires, and the ball is off the plate for ball 4. Once again, another walk to lead off an inning.
Well, this one out.
Another walk in the inning. Walks have not been good for us. Both of the runs that have scored for the, or 2 out of the 3 runs that scored for the Rays were a result of walks. Hill fires and gets the call for strike 1. Nice 88-mile-an-hour sinker. Chad Simpson, he came in and was the pinch runner who stole second and third, is up to bat. He hits a dribbler to the second baseman, and he fires it to second base to record the second out of the inning. With Simpson's speed, there was no chance that we were going to get a double play on that weak hitter. Coming to the bottom of the ninth, we have Wells, Goldschmidt, or Rice, Goldschmidt, and Wells. Combined for 1 for 9 on the afternoon. And the one was a home run by Wells. Brandon Lau stepped up to the plate and takes the first pitch, another sinker for call, strike 1. Lau is 0 for 3 today. He has a walk in the 8th, a run, and a stolen base. Hill fires the ball, and it's fouled off. The count is now 0-2. There's a runner at first with 2 outs. The count is 0-2, and the bad guy, Tampa Bay Rays, lead our Yankees 3-2. Hill sets, and he fires. And it's a swing, foul tipped into Wells' glove for a strikeout. And that's the third out of the inning, and we were heading to the ninth. Like I said, young Ben Rice has an opportunity to start us off on our path to a Yankee victory for today's game.
In the chat, ESPN is saying first game of the Padres series is King versus Clark. I thought it was Rendon. Rendon, it looks like, is going to be. I'm checking right now, and it looks like Rendon is supposedly Monday night. King against Rendon. They might have made an error unless they know something more than what is posted right here. It is Michael King and Rendon, the first game against the Padres. So we'll see what happens. They might have just made an error because Pavetta's pitching for the Padres tomorrow. And so it's got to be Michael King. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Right now, we want Ken to call 2 runs here so we can go home happy. That's for sure.
Indeed, we do. In the beginning of the game, when they were talking about Yarbrough taking over, it was announced that Clark Schmidt would pitch on Tuesday.
Correct. Yeah. I think ESPN just has the wrong information unless they know something we don't. But that's Tuesday. We're already at Saturday. Let's not rush things.
And as you know, we're in the bottom of the ninth. The Rays lead our Yankees 3-2. So we would like to at least have a tie, but would prefer a walk-off. Pete Fairbanks is coming in to close the ninth. He has a 2.38 ERA. He has 6 walks and 10 strikeouts. And we have Ben Rice stepping up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout and 2 flyouts. Fairbanks sets and fires. The first pitch is a slider for call, strike one.
Bring them out here. All four of them.
Fairbanks sets and fires, and Rice grounds the ball to the first baseman. Meade takes it unassisted, so that's the first out of the inning. Paul Goldschmidt is stepping up to the plate. Goldie has 2 groundouts today and a lineout. Goldschmidt is hitting a .352 on the season. And Goldschmidt steps up to the plate. Fairbanks sets and he delivers. And the ball is just on the outside for call, strike one. Fairbanks fires his second pitch that is low and outside to even the count up at 1-1. Fairbanks sets and he fires. Ball is down low to bring our count to 2-1. Time for Paul G to put some mustard on that pitch, on that next pitch, and you see Austin Wells warming up on the on-deck circle. Fairbanks sets and fires. Another slider down low. Count is now 3-1. Fairbanks' last outing against the Yankees gave up 2 runs. So hopefully the juju is back. Fairbanks sets and he fires. Goldschmidt grounds the ball. The third baseman gets it and he fires across the diamond. Caballero shoots it for the second out of the game, or the inning. So we are down to the last out of the 9th inning.
It was actually good play again.
Austin Wells steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And he fouls the first pitch off. Count is 0-1. Wells had a solo home run in the 5th inning to give the Yankees the lead at the time. And Fairbanks sets and he fires the pitches inside, even in the count at 1-1. Wells' career against Pete Fairbanks is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. That is not what we need to see today.
No, not at all.
And the 1-1 pitch is upstairs. Seems like Fairbanks is not confident in his fastball because he has thrown a truckload of sliders in this inning. Fairbanks sets. And he fires. Wells hits it sharply. It goes off Meade's glove. And he shoots to Fairbanks to record the 3rd out of the inning. The Yankees go down 1-2-3. And
Game's over and they lost.
no New York being played at the stadium today.
Nope. Nope, not at all. Not what we were looking for. You see, they practice all the plays, Tampa. They may not be the greatest hitting team or whatever, but they're Johnny on the spot on all the bases. What are you gonna do? I mean, obviously, another game that we should have definitely won, and another one. It just doesn't bode well. They're losing these games. Just it's incredible the way they lose. I mean, either right at the end, the 10th inning, or the 9th inning, or an error. It's just incredible. Anyway, everyone, give it a couple of minutes. We will come back with the post-game show. And just come back. If you have any questions, by all means, put it into the chat. And definitely push the like button and subscription. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes to wrap up this yucky game. Okay, welcome back, New York Yankee Mania fans. Unfortunately, it's not the outcome that we wanted here. The Yankees went down 3-2 against the Tampa Bay Rays. There were a lot of of course, the highlight is always Aaron Judge, and he almost tied the game up there in the bottom of the eighth inning. But we fell short. Again, an error came back to haunt us. And, there's just a few negatives that went on here, guys. And Meade was a pain the whole game. Not only did he get a big clutch hit, but he was very, very good at first base. And that definitely did us in. Just want to get a comment from Sean Browning. There's no fight at all today. I agree with you, Sean. There was no fight. Ken, what are your thoughts on the game? And I know you definitely got a little upset there at the end, but what are your thoughts on the game?
Well, with Yarbrough coming in, I was very happy with what he did for the 4 innings that he pitched for us on the basic no notification start. He did what he was supposed to do. He kept us in the game. He gave up a run. That run happened to be as a result of a walk and a sacrifice fly. So what are you going to say? For the most part, the bullpen came in and held fast. It's hard to get 4 or 5 pitchers in a row and have everyone be on point. Leiter didn't have his best stuff today.
No.
And it ended up costing us a bit.
No.
My disappointment is in the absolute lack of hitting from anybody not named Aaron Judge. Wells surprised me with the home run today, but for the most part, as far as being a hitter, he's been garbage all season long. And I think that the Rays exposed Wells with all the stolen bases to second with the non-competitive throws. Some of them may be attributed to pitchers holding runners on. However, he's just not that great at throwing runners out at second.
Real Bill says, hey, listen, guys, this sucks. We need to score more runs, period. Oh, 100%. I mean, it can't be Judge and that's it. This is getting a little bit out of hand. It's Judge and and Paul G, and once in a while Ben Rice, and then after that it was done. I mean, I don't understand. They it's just, I don't know. I mean, is it the batting coach? Is it, what do you do? It's just weird. There's nothing that they just they're on their game. If they don't hit a home run, but again, they hit 2 home runs today and they lost the game. But again, that tells you they can't do the little things, and it's the same old thing. We dissect this over and over and over again, and it just doesn't work, guys. Just to go over just quickly what we're talking about as far as at bats. Bellinger had 1 hit at 4 at bats, but very, very encouraging. He did hit the ball a long way. There were a lot of feet that he did. Unfortunately, it was only 1 hit. Judge is Judge. I mean, again, he batted 500 for the day, 4 at bats, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 RBI, 1 home run, and a K and a K. Ben Rice, zeros again. He went 0 for 4 with 1 strikeout. Paul G, 0 for 4 down the line. Austin Wells with a home run at 4 at bats, 1 hit, 1 across the board, RBI and a home run. Anthony Volpe, 3 at bats, no hits. There was a scare at shortstop. He came down hard on his shoulder in the outfield, but it looked like he's okay. I'm sure we'll hear something from the post game, but I think he's going to be okay. Maybe this is a time telling that he may need a day off, especially if it doesn't rain tomorrow. Dominguez 2 at bats and all eggs around. Grissom came up 1 time. He got a big hit with 1 in his first at bat, his only at bat. Cabrera went 0 for 3 with the K. Vivas 2 at bats, no hits. And Pablo Reyes came up 1 at bat as a pinch hitter, and he struck out. Pitching wise, Yarborough gave the Yankees 4 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, two strikeouts, and 3 walks. Hamilton did 1 full inning, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. Cruz was again really Cruz, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Mark Leiter had a problem, 1/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 K, 1 walk, and Tim Hill came in 1/3 of an inning. He struck out 1 and he walked 1. So that it's not enough, guys. We only had 5 hits, and 2 of them were dingers. And again, it's slugging. And it's just, when does it stop, guys? When does it stop? I mean, even our best hitter, he's the only guy who gets singles. He gets a double. He gets a single. He doesn't just hit home runs. But, it's just there. I mean, you can count it now with 2 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 6 games that the Yankees should have won. 6 games, guys. 6. And, it was just given. It's just amazing that they're in first place. It really is. And you can't even say, well, yeah, we understand the breaks and all, but it's the same way they lose almost all the time. Cold Italian Pizza, how you doing, big guy? He says, hey, fellas, Yankees never win these Saturday afternoon games. Look it up. Inconsistent offense is a problem. Yes, you're not going to get any argument from me. Let's hear Ken's view on that.
Your stream can't take the cussing that I'm feeling right now. I am so aggravated beyond all belief. A game that should have been a Yankee win. No offense, no heart. Once we got down, you might as well just taken the ball players off the field because they didn't even look like they put up a fight.
I agree with you. It's bad. It's bad enough that that the way we lost with the error and anything. And I'm not going to come down on Anthony Volpe. Listen, I'm just happy that hopefully he's not hurt and all of that. But the other guys have got to step it up. I mean, we're going through growing pains. We know that with Ben Rice and Dominguez. So the other guys have got to come through. You can't have so many this inconsistent. And let me say something about with Ben Rice. Little by little, I'm just checking here. He is down to 255. So a lot of the good that he's done in the beginning is starting to go down to the tubes. The only people that are consistent are of course Aaron Judge and Paul G. They're really, and Trent Grissom. Okay, I mean he has slacked off a little bit, but he's still okay. He's still there. Somebody will give you a hit here. They're feast or famine. And they've been doing that for years. And this is why they can't win a championship. You don't win on feast and famine. You win on an everyday occurrence. Mariano Duncan had a saying years ago in 1996. We play today, we win today, that's it. Well, he's right. And they did the little things. If they needed the home run, yeah, they got it. But there was how many times follow some of those teams. How many times did a leadoff hitter get on a double, whatever, 1-0 right off the bat? You didn't even turn the channel. Boom, they're up 1-0, 2-0. Right here, once in a while, okay, we'll get a leadoff home run, but it's a home run. Can you do that in the playoffs consistently? That's what it's all about. It's not. We know the regular season, 99.9 they're going to get in, but it starts the playoffs. The teams have good pitching. What are we going to do? It's the same old thing, and you can't beat it, and you can't sugarcoat it. That's what we do. That's what a lot of people do. We won the game. Don't worry, Joe. Enjoy the win. Okay, I'll enjoy the win. I won't enjoy not hitting and not getting the runner over and everybody striking out except for Giancarlo Stanton in the playoffs. I really the construction of the team. I don't know, Ken. I'm sometimes I get baffled. It's not because the Yankees lost the game today. It's just 6 games now. It might even be 7. I got to go through the list. It's got to be more than a handful of one hand where the Yankees should have won that game. And the real teams that are going to win a championship or come close are not going to blow all those games. And I'm tired of hearing Aaron Boone. Oh, we're getting close and we're doing this and we're doing that. Come on. Enough. I'm sorry, Ken. I know you were going to talk.
Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. But when you don't look like you're giving effort, that's the frustrating part to me. And Rice bounces out to the first baseman 3 freaking times in the game.
I mean,
you think
really?
You might want to change your hitting approach, especially in the 9th. Wells had a solid shot. It was a great play by Meade at first. Even Trent Grisham came in, and a guy who had one at bat and he got a hit.
Incredible. Real Bill says with the DH and other rule changes to make the game more exciting. We have to score at least 5 runs a game to win the division. Well, let me tell you, I know the Red Sox had 2 blows in the past, actually yesterday, to their first baseman. So they have problems too, but they're still very capable of winning. And I guarantee you, in the next 2 to 5 weeks, you're going to see a Josh Bell or somebody go play first base for them. They are not going to stay the way they are now because they don't want to take anybody out of position. and you know that Bregman will not go to first base. He's a third baseman, so he's gonna, unless they put Divas there, and he wants to go back to third base, but so they, internally they have a problem or two, but the Red Sox are, the Yankees are very lucky. Everybody else is mediocre. I mean, you would think the Orioles would break out, but they have no pitching. You think we're worried about they're worried about one starter, the second starter, the third starter, the fourth starter, and the fifth starter. At least, out with us is, normally two, sometimes three. And hopefully that'll change soon. But you can get all the starters you want. You've got to make your plays. You've got to hit. You got to hit in clutch situations. It's the same old story. Yeah, we're going to make the playoffs. No problem. We know that. Are we made to win the World Series? As much as I hate to say it, it breaks my heart, but no. There's no way they're going to win the World Series with this team. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's one thing I'm not going to do, guys. It's one thing to rah-rah, but show us some fight. Show us something other than you're sitting back and waiting for a home run, a 3-run homer. No, look at the Rays. A walk, a stolen base, a ground ball up the middle, an error, another walk. That's how the Yankees used to win. Even in 2009, when they had boppers like Alex Rodriguez and Mark Teixeira and those guys. They knew how to win. Does this team how to win? I'll tell you in 100 games from now. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go into a rant, but it's got to be told because all of us, and I include everybody, you got to take your lumps. You got to say, listen, I'm not saying we're a bad ball club, and all I'm saying is the truth. And Kenny, your show is the truth, the ugly truth. And we have to realize it. And what I like about it is our people that come on our show here, they agree. They know what we're talking about. We're not talking through our heads. We want the Yankees to succeed. It's all about the Yankees.
As the season progresses and the pitching woes that we have with our ability to walk people and give free runners on base and free runs, maybe the Yankees are nothing more than a 500 team without Garrett Cole, without Luis Hill, without Giancarlo Stanton. Maybe the experiment with the bringing up all the young prospects isn't going to work out.
Well, another thing is this is game 2. This is the second game of the year. 2 games the Yankees didn't walk one time. Not one time. It was just put up on the graphic of yes.
What did we talk about? We talked about patient at bats.
Right.
That wasn't something that happened today. We got hammered by a pitcher who was 1-5 and has mid-5 ERA. Completely ridiculous. He looked like freaking Nolan Ryan up on the damn mound, throwing a 92-mile-an-hour fastball.
And to think that we were ahead just about the whole game, that just goes to show you this game we should have won like I don't say 10-2, but definitely we should have won the game. We should have scored at least 5 runs. At least 5 runs. And they showed nothing. And if Aaron Judge doesn't get a hit and Paul G, we can listen. We can battle this through our heads over and over again. And nothing's going to change if they don't change. Obviously they don't change their ways. So obviously the Yankees are going to tell you we're not worried. We're going to come through. We got a bump in the road, and guess what? We're in first place. Okay, all right, we'll go with that. But you keep being in fantasy land.
All of that is well outdated.
And, fantasy land doesn't get you. It's just what it is, fantasy. But anyway, guys, we have been on the stream for 3 hours and about 20 minutes. So we're gonna, I think, Ken, we're gonna say your final words. I think we're gonna end it for now, and cool off and relax and enjoy with the family today. And hopefully tomorrow is another day. Your final thoughts.
Maybe we get in the game tomorrow, maybe not. Looking like the weather is going to be rough.
Yes.
Could we use another day off? Probably so.
Yeah.
I will end with my "Let's go Yankees." Disappointed, though.
It was a disappointing day, everyone, but it was great to have you in the chat. Kudos to everybody that stayed here and listened. I really appreciate it. And I know there were people listening that they don't like to chat and everything. Totally understand. But remember, always press that like button and definitely subscribe. Very, very well needed. And if there's any news on anything, any breaking news on the Yankees between now, tomorrow morning, I will definitely let you know. We will be on. I will do the 8:00 in the morning with coffee and Yankees, but in the afternoon, I think we're just going to do a post game wrap at night. Being the fact that obviously there's no secret, it's a big day family wise for me. But I will be coming on, and we will have a roundtable discussion on the upcoming series, the end series of Tampa Bay, and the big series coming up with the Padres. So, in that note, let's hope the Yankees get back to their winning ways, and we'll go from there. So, again, from Ken, let's go Yankees. Everyone, thank you again. Enjoy your Saturday, your weekend. Love to everyone. Hug everybody, and stay healthy. Good night. Good night, everyone. Ken, thank you so much.
No problem, Joe.
Have a great day.